option.
Network. sacrifice comes to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the January edition crew battle here on twitch.tv/ExcelsiorVindy. We have a great match for you this week. It's Team San Diego North Country versus Team Anime Fighting Guadalajara. I'm EFGC Dad. Joining me is Kazuki. What's good?
I'm but this is my first time doing this, and I'm doing all right. The nerves are getting to me, but I think I can do it.
Nah, we're good. Don't you worry about it. We're gonna have some great uni ahead of us. So, quick rundown of the rosters for you. Team San Diego North Country. Captain is Hoku, a Hilda player. Then we've got Meganekon playing Nanase, Sampai playing Wald, Sneakybatarang playing Wagner, Politely playing Ori, Mogu playing Batista as well, and asianbro playing Eltnum. And on the side of Team Anime Fighting Guadalajara, we have Zentex playing Akatsuki, PRK Jason playing Vat, Lion's Rage playing Linne, Astolfo playing Nanase, Derviman playing Batista, Julio Crivera playing Yuzu, and Lord F playing Akatsuki. So our teams have sent in their first players, and let's take a look at who's coming in first. On the side of Team San Diego North Country, it's Mogu's Batista. Alright, so I don't get why Batista players complain about losing B-Drill when they can just evolve another Kakuna. Man, that's a quote and a half right there.
It really is.
Alright, so what brought them into Eunice? You know, they kind of followed the game. They played some Melty before. You know, they were a fan of French bread stuff. They tried it at locals, and, you know, then Evo happened, and it's like, man, it turns out this game's actually tight. I think a lot of people got into the scene that way.
Yeah, I was one of the people to get in before Evo, so I got that jump start, you know?
Alright, Mogu also a fan of trading card games, Grand Blue Fantasy, as I know a lot of people are these days, Twitter and some other fighters. Big fan of Symphogear and other Idolmaster, Cinderella Girls, and Anzu Futaba. I don't watch as much anime as I used to, but I'm sure everyone in the chat knows what all that is.
A lot of degenerate weed stuff.
Exactly. How do they come up with their tag? So their friend gave them the tag, Mogu from Final Fantasy XIV, another classic among uni players. Just brought it down to Mogu. I like it. I like it. Onomatopoeia for chewing, always interesting. All right, why did they choose their main character? They like technical stuff. So, and it reminded her of Venom from Guilty Gear. It's kind of interesting. Not a parallel a lot of people would draw. But you can kind of see the similarities in like using gems to control space, like how Venom uses pool balls to set things up in that. They've got a sub-Yak, but it's going to be all Batista here today. Favorite move, they like gems. I mean, there's a lot of messed up stuff you can do with Batista gems, so I'm not surprised.
Especially that they can just lock you in a corner like that.
Yeah, there obviously is some pretty specific counterplay to dealing with the quote-unquote gem infinite in the corner, but we'll see if that comes into play here. Online tournaments always, always the cheap stuff working out better than usual.
Yeah, and you don't know the frame delay, so that those gems can definitely hurt depending on the frame delay here today. So
that's true, and that's our first player from the side of Team San Diego North Country, Mogu's Batista. And let's take a look at our first player from Team Anime Fighting Guadalajara. All right, so coming up, it's going to be Lion's Rage playing Linne. Let's see if we can take a look at what's going on with them. Obviously, it's Linne. They're going to be jumping around, running around.
Yeah, this match could go. This match could totally go either way, with Linne just rushing down or Batista trying to keep her out. It's definitely a coin toss.
Lion's Rage. If it hits, I kill. That's a Linne thing. If I've ever seen one. So what brought them into Unist? So they knew about EL playing Melty, and EL came to PC. They liked playing that. Just kind of waited for Uni to come out, and here they are today. They like playing video games, mostly fighting games and RPGs, programming, going for walks, working outs, meditating, friends, hanging out with friends, playing some trading card games. Pretty, pretty standard hobbies for people in the anime fighting game community. All right, movies, music, and other things they like. They like comedy, action, horror, stuff, like Dragon Ball, Madoka, Steins Gate, Higurashi, Konosuba, all that jazz. All right, so how did they come up with their tag? It was his Lord Knight name from Ragnarok Online. You ever play MMOs and stuff like that, Koski?
I'm one of those people who's on the Final Fantasy XIV line. Like I'm like every other uni player is obsessed with it. That's the one I'm obsessed with too.
Yeah, seems like everyone and their dog's playing FF14 these days. But from Ragnarok Online's where Lion's Rage comes from, thought it was cool and stayed with it. Fair enough. And they picked Linne because they use 2 swords. They think their moves are cool and like their stoic personality. Do you know a lot of the deep lore stuff, Koski?
In what exactly?
Like for Uni, like how familiar are you with like the Uni lore and all that?
I don't know. I just know a lot of the characters' ages, and none of them look like the ages they should be.
Yeah, so it's funny. Like Linne's stoic personality like comes from the fact that she's basically like cursed to permanently be reincarnated for the rest of time. So like her goal is always just to die.
Yeah, but she hasn't found the thing to kill her yet, or whatever. But
yeah, and that's where everybody else comes in. We can get into some deep lore cuts later. Subs, they play Wagner from time to time, but she's weak at the moment for Lion's Rage. Wagner, honestly, there's a lot of similarities between Linne and Wagner in terms of like just running a solid strike throw, having good normals and stuff like that. So not surprising to see that kind of similarity.
Just right now, I think Wagner has the better jail ability than Linne does, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's what the character's designed to do, so not super surprising. All right, so favorite move, charge 5cc. That cheeky little overhead that, sometimes you get caught slipping. It's like, okay, 5c, what's the cancel? Am I going to get frame trapped? All that stagger pressure and good stuff, and then boom, overhead comes out. Look at poor Hilda. She's getting knocked back on her ass. She's not too happy about it.
I mean, I wouldn't be either, especially getting hit by that move. Overheads suck in this game.
I mean, it's Uni, though, The slower the overhead is, the more unblockable. If Uni had 40-frame overheads, nobody'd be blocking anything.
Exactly.
All right, here we go. Getting into our first match. Mogu and Lion's Rage. Again, Batista versus Linne. Just waiting for our players to ready up. Initial thoughts? Who do you like?
I think I'm more on the side of Linne on this matchup.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Just from the
Go ahead.
It's mostly the net play stuff that Linne can do. Like, she has a lot of cheeky net play stuff more than that. I think that can really mess up that in terms of this matchup.
All right. Did they pick a net play stage? They did not pick a net play stage.
Oh, they did not pick a net.
The classic. The nerves kicking in. Can't even hit down 2 times before they get into the match. It's understandable.
A new sacrifice comes to you.
All right, we've got our players in the right order and all that.
Hopefully
All right,
they pick Park.
Go to Park. Go to Park.
Go to Park. Park.
Training room is acceptable as well.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so here we go. A lot of this match is going to come down to whether Batista can lock down Linne, and if she can do so, then it should be pretty heavily Batista favored, but Linne with a lot of escape tools, a lot of mobility, should be interesting to see. So here we go. Game number 1, Batista up against Linne.
Yeah, Linne is already trying to get the rush down. Already got the first combo going for the match.
All right, quick drops, but it's net play. Oh, that's a high. You got to stand up to block those. But one more time. Nice. Presses out.
Good punish. Trying to get them.
For those of you unfamiliar with the format, it is first to ones between everyone, but you have 2 lives. So after this first to one, they'll be playing another one, and then whoever comes out on top with 2 wins will stay in, and the next player will come on. Oh, flash kick early. And you know, this is the spot where Batista likes to be a lot better, but you've got to watch for Linne's air mobility with how you do your zoning.
Oh, tried to get the B drill there.
Yeah, good interrupt, actually. Alright, Linne with Vorpal as well. Oh, just flash
kick again. Really trying to keep... Oh! Got caught up by the upward laser.
Alright, so first round, going to that. We'll see, though. Both characters with a lot of meter. Linne's getting a little bit too antsy with, you know, how she's trying to approach.
Not, yeah, like, she really wants to get in on this Batista, but Lunar is just saying, nah, this is my space, I'm gonna keep you out.
Alright, good use of the air mobility, just navigating Batista's zoning. Keep the cycle as well. Ooh. Probably was pressing 5A or something like that, caught standing. Trying to bait a flash kick. Not a lot of shields coming out of either side. Ooh,
oh, is that it?
Yes, should be dead.
Yeah, that should be dead.
Net play drop notwithstanding. There we go. Alright, we got a match on our hands.
Already going to 3rd round.
Oh, not the classic VAT round start of just instant laser, EX laser. Oh, tries to press through the gem. Linne's been maintaining Vorpal pretty well thus far in the set, though. Right, knockdown in the corner. Absolutely spend the bar. Oh, no flash kick. Alright, so we know that Mogu's not flash kick OSing, which is probably one of Batista's strongest tools in this game.
Hey, because you know Vats love to use that flash kick whenever they can.
Oh, the meaty B drill. Alright, wake up VO, just get off of me.
We got a close first match here. Oh.
Takes the plus frames. Oh, no tech on the yellow throw. Tried to bait a flash kick. Can feel the nerves. Man, that Hien's been working out great for Lion's Rage thus far.
Yeah, he's really keeping Mogu locked down here. Mogu doesn't really know how to respond to the net play Linne stuff.
Yeah, we were talking about it a little earlier, where if you give Linne the room to, you know, just run around and do whatever she wants, this stupid little rat's just gonna run all over you.
Even when you're playing a zoner character, because this little rat can just stay so aggressive. Not to the lengths of Wagner, but she can be really aggressive when she wants to.
Alright, so Mogu already down to their last life. They lose one more first to one, they're out, and San Diego's got to send in their next player. -2. Dash up for the throw. Baits the flash kick. Man, if only that was a counter hit punish. So we'll have to see, you know, Mogu fighting back. Only has this one life to work with, and it's first to one, so anything can still happen, but maintains Vorpal.
Trying his best to stay on the defensive.
Alright, picks a time to flash kick, ends up working out. Gotta watch this cycle, though. Yeah, finds the time to press out, but Linne still with Vorpal. CS? No, just lets Batista land. Doesn't choose to land with anything after the float. Alright, knockdown Assault J6B? No, just Assault JC. Doesn't even go for the cheapsies. Had CS on their side, too. Could have had a lot more meter going into potentially this final round between these two players.
Another flash kick.
Through the 5cc. They know. You're not hitting me with that twice. Man, does dash cancel off that? Linne with no fear.
Literally no fear.
Oh, the flash kick. You don't need to do that. You can just punish the roll on the other side, getting a little bit too fancy.
They are really thinking outside the box for this match right now.
Oh, a little bit late. Got the gem, but didn't have time to block after. Oh, probably looked for the Vorpal strip route, but doesn't quite get the Kuga after. Small drop, the press coming out from Lion's Rage. Full resources, this should be enough. Do they know? EX Kuga.
Oh, is this enough?
Force function IWAX. No, the IWAX whiffed. Comes down to this, man, just that 6-6B controlling so much space for Linne. -1 on block, such a good tool, but misses the dash block into the laser. Alright, final round here in game number 2. Mogu needs to win this to stay alive in this crew battle.
Linne just going through the air and dodging everything she can.
Yeah, nice job navigating the zoning there, but a quick flash kick means she's going to have to do it one more time. Detonates the gem, catches her out of the air. Mogu's picking up with how Lion's Rage is trying to navigate the zoning. Going to the air a lot. Alright, hard bait on CS, but doesn't get anything off it. Wins the next cycle back.
Low on health, though.
Oh, yellow throw, you gotta tech those. You got like 28 frames to tech that, my guy. And Mogu, staying alive, bringing us to our final game between these two players.
I think we got a crew battle on our hands right now.
Alright, game 3. So we've seen a lot of, Lion's Rage getting a little bit impatient with how they're trying to approach, and Mogu picking up with the fact that Linne's trying to abuse her advantage in air mobility to navigate the Batista zoning. So we'll see if Lion's Rage can, maybe dash block a little bit more, stay on the ground. Linne with a really good run speed, so can still use that to close the gap.
Tries back into Batista's face again.
Yeah, still taking to the air. I want to see them switch it up a little bit. Understandably, you have a double jump as Linne, so you can do things like jump forward, double jump, block a laser, and then go in. Ooh, whiff on the Hendo.
B drill.
Oh,
drops.
Want to confirm, unfortunate. That's a great spot for Batista to be in if she can get that gem set up. A wake up flash kick. Do they have these? No, not quite. All right, just sets up a gem. Batista going back in. Linne's got to find her spot. Man, that hit on the other side. Of course, uni cross-up protection means it wasn't the cross-up, but overhead nevertheless.
Got the overhead.
High. Yeah, the Linne Hien mix-up isn't really a real mix-up. It's always fuzzyable. Do they know? Oh, they're trying to press in the gap. That's a bold spot to try and press.
That was brave.
Yeah, and just, again, Lion's Rage are getting a little bit antsy after they get knocked away.
And
it could cost them this game.
He really needs to stay on the ground here, because he keeps catching out in the air.
Yeah, again, just the gem catching the jump. Alright, doesn't opt for the Vorpal strip, just wants the, wants the full screen pressure again. Linne finding her way in, though.
Gets a hard Oki.
Finishes the other combo they had before. Assaults over the 2C. Oh, drop, but the net play resets working out, and we're going to final round.
Yeah, I knew this would be a close match. Definitely a coin flip here.
Alright, only goes for one gem. Had time to set up some more. Well, you see Lion's Rage, trying to play a little bit more patiently with, how they're trying to navigate this Batista zoning, but Mogu's still doing a really solid job of just catching Linne out of the air. Oh, not
Back
bad.
into-
Flip by the low.
Another flash kick.
So Linne with CS, but not making strong use of it in order to, try and find a better approach. But wake up VO. Trying to maintain control of this game.
It's not. Ooh.
Yeah, VO
That's
time
a-
running off, so not going to have huge damage off of this, but gets a knockdown in the corner nevertheless. Trying to hard bait a flash kick.
Linne in the corner
himself,
now.
though. Oh, out of the air, pick up.
Is this it? Has the meter?
Bar, you've been in your room. Is it enough? No.
Oh.
One solid hit from either side can do it, but 17 seconds left on the clock. Linne definitely has time to win this, but Batista just going to spend the bar, chip out as much as they can. And
Oh.
stray hit's going to do it from now, and that's
Just-
Mogu.
Taking
Moving
game
on.
number. Taking game number 1 for San Diego.
Small lead to start things off early for Team San Diego, but Guadalajara, still with a lot of strong players on their side. Unfortunately, Lions Rage falling to the net play Batista. F's in the chat for your boy. But we'll see, who Team Guadalajara decides to send in next. You only need to take one game off of Batista, and they have a couple of Batista players themselves. Maybe they're confident in the mirror.
Or I could maybe see the Yuzu coming out there as well to try and play around the range as well.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to see them play one of their Akatskis.
No, that's a really weak matchup for this early on.
Yeah, it's a pretty tough spot to be in, and that's probably the hardest matchup for Akatsuki based on the the squad that San Diego has fielded here. Even Hilda's pretty difficult, but I feel like Akatsuki has a better time against Hilda than he does against Batista.
Batista has definitely more options to keep Akatsuki out more so than Hilda. Akatsuki just loves to stay in on and just pressure someone. He loves just being in someone's face.
Yeah, so I think we would expect Julio Rivera to come in here. Just the Yuzu matchup should be pretty good for them, but obviously if you feel comfortable playing against Batista, you only have to take one game to tie things up again.
I'm really curious to see who will go in. It's one life, so they can send in anyone.
Yeah, if you feel confident, you've got the cheese pick to work on and take this one, and it's a Solfo.
It was a non-essay player. That one I did not see.
Yeah, this must be a comfort confidence pick. But that being said, non-essay fireballs can catch Batista out of how she's trying to place lasers and gems if she's not looking out for them. But we'll see how this match ends up going. Yeah, it's only a 1-1, but we'll see what we have to know and learn about the non-essay player for Team Guadalajara.
I know a little bit about Solfo.
Well, let's learn a little bit more. Don't be fooled. I never have any idea of what I'm doing. Man, why does every non-essay player have no idea what they're doing? They complain about their character, and then they press 2C and 5C and you get counter hit from half screen.
And they also love to complain about their DP as well.
It's not that bad. Although, with the changes coming in clear, I bet you this character is going to be mad good. But back to the fans, what brought them into Uni? They played BB since launch in the West. Got burnt out in CF. May of 2017, picked up the cursed version of PC Unial. Man, there's some deep lore with everyone who played PCEL.
Yeah.
They played it for a bit, left, made the switch over to Unist, and still loving it, as are most of us. Hobbies, fan of generic stuff. They like playing fighting games. They're not doing that much else. Playing a bit of Dead by Daylight, and other than that, they like writing and role playing. Interesting.
Interesting. I never knew that about him, and I know this man.
Learning something new every day. All right. They're going right into it. We don't have time to get over everything else, but they're a fan of 2C, and we'll see if they'll be a fan of 2C for the rest of this. All right, so we should be getting back into their match.
pretty soon here. Hopefully they pick Park this time. Definitely need the Park pick.
Man, so the clip of Nanase 2C is on Underpass, and it's against Hilda, and I have a super cursed story about Hilda on Underpass. So when I went to Vancouver for Pinnacle last year, I played against Slam, their Hilda, and he color counterpicked me to Underpass, and you can't see Pin. It's literally impossible to see Pin on that map, and I'm like, Sam, this tech is mad cursed, and he's like, yeah, I can't do this to anyone. This is illegal.
That definitely sounds like a legal tech. All right, we're getting right into game number 2.
Nanase versus Batista. Again, you only have to win 1 1-1 against Vat, so we'll see if the pick of Nanase from Astolfo is going to work out for them here on Park. Already, you see a much different approach from the Lina, you know, willing to play a lot more patient. You see a lot of early shield to try to catch out laser and gems and things like that, just working to win that first Vorpal cycle before they want to play the game.
Astolfo likes to feel out his opponent and play around the sky, but he's more patient with it. He doesn't like to rush in too much.
That being said, though, they've taken an A starter's hit worth of chip thus far.
Got the tech though.
Oh, just throw punish on the flash kick? I guess they might not have thought they had the time to deal with anything else.
Oh,
80 PCS? I mean, it is an anti-air, so decent option there against Batista flying in from the sky.
Oh, overhead.
Yeah,
no
going overhead out of the sword car early.
Another good tech.
Yeah, you saw Astolfo fishing for that throw afterwards, though. Tricky air mobility working out. Oh, 3C back up in the air. Unfortunately, can't get a pickup off 2-3-6C in the air.
Astolfo just really looking to play patient here.
Yeah, and you see, there's not a lot of time left anymore. Only 13 seconds left. Batista can't win this only through zoning. She has to go in. I don't think Mogu's looking at the time.
No, I think he's not paying attention whatsoever.
Yeah, you can just hang out. Don't worry about it. Easy timeout.
Astolfo likes to do cheeky stuff like that. Ooh, jump back on the wind car.
I mean, round start 2-1-4C is pretty cheeky if I've ever seen it.
Oh, gets hit by the gem.
Sword car in neutral. All right, the wild side's coming out now. And honestly, I don't mind that, you know, kind of style in a first-to-one environment. You know, play really slow and collected in the first game, and then just go all out. Nice J8C to pick up that.
A lot of good techs coming out from both these guys right now.
Yeah, and you saw that was a, you know, not something that was as well done by, you know, in the last set, but definitely know the throws being teched here. Maybe the connection's a little bit more stable. You never know.
Trying to do his air shenanigans. Gets another throw, man.
Yeah, but that's the issue with Nanase doing a lot of that air force function stuff, is she bleeds grid in the process, and you see, you know, Mogu winning Vorpal because of that. Important shield, though. Astolfo will win this next cycle, even without breaking that throw.
Oh, ooh.
Dive in 6-6C.
That was a little bit ballsy. Another overhead.
200 bar doesn't look to finish it off. The flash kick, though. They had the meter. They needed to finish it off. That's all they, you know, they just had to press 3 buttons again, but could be the nerves from the crew battle. Could be the net play. You never know.
Oh, gets the wind car pickup.
Yeah, going clean through that fireball from that. Oh man, that throw just whipped. Would have had the shield as well. Would have been a huge momentum swing for Mogu.
They really want to catch each other out with throws right now.
Yeah, you know, just trying to feel out how the other person's option selecting, but none of them really biting thus far.
Oh, gets the shield break.
Yeah, catches the stand shield. And now this is a rough spot as Nanase, but ooh, doesn't quite get the punish on the wind car there. Pulls her back in solid shields, but Batista maintaining control of the cycle thus far.
Another tech.
Alright, EX Laser just gives time to set up another gem. Charge up.
Oh, runs into the gem.
Yeah, catches the assault out. One CS mix-up can win the game here for Vat. Just that counter poke with a 5C, though.
There's a lot of drops going on right now.
Oh, just overhead off the sword car.
Doesn't want to get too risky.
Yeah, wins the cycle back as well, so one clean hit, probably a missed dash block. Mogu taking that round. So now the counter pick has kind of failed because even if you win this, you're now behind as Team Guadalajara.
But you never know. Astolfo can make the miracle comeback with whoever they decide to send in next.
Indeed, it could happen. Anything possible in these 7v7s. But we'll see, because if you let a player get comfortable, get the momentum, they can take out 2 or 3 people, and then you're fighting from a pretty big deficit. So Team Guadalajara definitely wants to even things up early.
Can they do it is the question.
Yeah, you see Astolfo going back to that patient style, just wants to win Vorpal, is going to have a ton of grit off of it.
Yeah, getting already has a full bar meter.
Alright, just using the fireballs to cover the approach. Nice flash kick.
Just trying to feel each other out right.
Yeah, Mogu, though, maintaining control of the cycle after, Astolfo had done so well to just play patiently and control Vorpal. Is going to win it back here. Baits the throw, but no drill. Oh, didn't get the shield that they thought they did. Again, ADP CS catching that out of the air. Yeah, caught the jump. Overhead. Yeah, has the corner so can convert off this.
Really keeping that locked in the corner right now.
Overhead again. Chain shift for the conversion. Gets the knockdown. Looks for the fireball. Catches the whiff punish on the 2C.
Mogu not really blocking these overheads.
Alright, Astolfo now on set point here. Yeah, just takes the plus frames off EX laser. Going back to that patient style, trying to maintain Vorpal. It's only a matter of time before the net play B drills come out. You can't feel bad about those.
Yeah, very hard to react to on net play.
Oh, thought they got the whiff punish, but a little bit late.
Oh, catches him with the 5A.
Anti-air. Alright, doesn't quite get the jump. Batista has time for laser. Grid break with the dash up 2C. Looking for a stand shield, maybe trying to read an assault. Nanase still in the corner here.
Oh, another cheeky
drill coming off the jump like that.
Another cheeky B drill. Really trying to get something. Oh!
Antsy flash kick, but not a strong conversion from Astolfo. Can definitely see the nerves coming in.
Has the Vorpal, but running low on time here.
25 seconds, still enough. Can burn bar on the knockdown if they want, or just keep it so the next touch will kill. CS, again, trying to anti-air with that 5B. Nanase with a lot of much better anti-airs, but bets the farm on the flash kick, and that's Astolfo taking out the Batista from the side of Team San Diego.
But they're still down a life, though. But Astolfo trying to even it up for his team, though.
Yeah, like you were saying, Team Guadalajara still down just 1 game here. Astolfo only with 1 life to continue, but does force the Batista out from the side of Team San Diego. And at this point, really the worst matchup overall for the side of Team Guadalajara, was that Batista, really being able to lock down the Akasias and things like that. They're going to be a lot more comfortable now that the VAT's gone.
Yeah, but the question is on Team San Diego, who do you send against Astolfo to try and get him out?
Well, you only need to take one. You only need to first to one off the Nanase, so I think here you can opt to think a little bit longer term. Probably if you wanted the traditional matchup counter pick, you would put in Sampai's Waldstein. Waldstein doing super well against Nanase, just Fireball not a tool she can use consistently at all.
Oh, Mash
Drive. I don't know who... They've got an Elton picture, so maybe this is Asianbro?
Yeah, it's...
Okay, yeah, it is the Elton coming through.
I kind of figured they would go for this pick because it's a safer pick.
Yeah, deals with the matchup reasonably well, and then still has a good spread against the rest of the cast.
Because I'm pretty sure they don't want to use Waldstein just yet.
Well, I think Waldstein probably would do the best against Nanase out of the players on the side of Guadalajara, but maybe they have something else in mind.
But
we'll be about Asianbro in just a moment.
But Elnum definitely has the tools to keep out Nanase with the gunshots, really trying to get her out of the air.
All right, and here we go. Asian bro, weebs are a mistake. Interesting, interesting quote given the tag, but you know what brought them into Unis? You know they played Capcom games, and then SF5 came out, and it hurt their lame playstyle. Interesting. Clearly, Minot was not added in the game yet. Okay, some of their friends dabbled with the anime games. They gave it a shot. You know they tried playing Unis, and they were a big fan, and here they are today. What are their hobbies? They like D&D, making people salty in board games, and grinding Monster Hunter. New expansion out, a lot of people going back to that game these days.
Everyone grinding it out.
Movies and things they like: The Lion King, original Star Wars, fans of classic rock, you know, like Queen, Guns N' Roses. Anime is trash. I wouldn't say anime is trash, but understandably, you know, it's a very, very divisive thing. Rather unpopular opinion in the uni scene for sure.
Yeah, very unpopular opinion.
Fans of hanging out with friends, drinking, Korean barbecues and parties. All right. How did they get their tag? Asian dude was they wanted when, you know, the tag that they had when Ustream was a thing. And then they moved to Twitch. Someone, you know, suggested replacing the dude with bro, and they just decided to stick with it. How did they pick that character? Ooh, surprise, surprise. Messed around in Melty. And a fan of miniskirts and thigh highs. I mean, aren't we all? They play a little bit of Phone On and Gord, and they're a big fan of EX cutting sync, as, you know, most Eltnums are. Look at that. Comboable reversal, 3K off of a DP.
It can kill,
baby.
It can kill on combos. It's ridiculous.
That being said, though, I've seen EX cutting syncs get, you know, like, just the forward moving hitbox just runs them completely under. EX cutting sync just whiffs. So hopefully we don't get any of those unfortunately spaced reversals here.
And we get the net play stage.
Everyone getting a little bit more settled now. You know, some of the initial jitters are out. Only needs to... Damn it, Harada balance. What a... That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, so only needs to win one 1-to-1 against Astolfo's Nanase.
But Astolfo needs to even it out here as well.
Yeah, it'll be a full person lead if Asian Bro can take it off. Oh, nice shield.
Catches him.
Assault, guaranteed punish.
Another big combo coming out.
Oh, shield on the assault again, but not quite. No block on the overhead. It's been all Nanase thus far.
Yeah. Astolfo really getting comfortable with those overheads. He's just letting him do it to him.
All right, here we go. Guard thrust on offense. I actually like seeing that. You don't see a lot of people using guard thrust to, you know, continue their momentum when the other player tries to take their turn back.
Astolfo is one of the very few people I've seen use it a lot.
Yeah, it's something that I've been, you know, trying to incorporate a bit more into my own play, and it's nice to, you know, see other people with similar ideas. But big counter hit 2C has the bar to convert.
Gets Astolfo in the corner.
All right, reload. Pretty good reload. Probably about +5 off that one.
Oh, catches
on
him
throw tech. No CS to confirm it either, and just the EXP. Oh, counter hit 2-2A, but no confirm. That could have been it. Big grid break on the throw, though. Still has Vorpal.
Oh, there's
that EX cutting sync. Red confirms. Doesn't quite get that 5B in time, but just the staggers from Eltnum. That 2B advancing low, and a perfect on the side of Asian Bro.
Things are looking really scary for Astolfo right now.
That being said, you know, the fireball is helping, you know, to keep Eltnum back a little bit.
But it's not enough to completely deal with Eltnum, but...
Yeah, solid, you know, Vorpal play here from Astolfo. It does get them the cycle. Sword car up in the air. No shield, so it doesn't get a punish there.
Oh, catches him with the low.
Yeah, just opts for the reversal. ADP CS. Yeah, that actually would have been a better spot for cutting sync. Eltnum's standard DP, not moving her very far forward.
Not enough gets the counter hit.
Yeah, 2C has a side switch here if they want it. And they do go for it, back in the corner.
But Astolfo with the Vorpal.
Oh, counter hit 2B is pretty big in the corner with enhanced. Okay, they don't opt for the meter dump and backdash cancel. Gunshot CS, nice block.
Oh, gets the grab.
I'm not sure if 6-6C is throw punishable on block, like as a true punish or not, but it is actually okay. -5. Oh, so you can just 5A that.
But Astolfo evening things out.
Yeah, and this is what you want to see on the side of Team Guadalajara. You know, so the deficit that they ran themselves into early already nullified, and at this point, it's whether or not you go up or if Team San Diego goes up. So it's going to come down to one more first to one between these two players. Oh, clip on the second hit of 2C.
Oh, shield break.
Yeah, Eltnum, you don't really need to shield against Eltnum that much until she has enhanced bullets. So a little bit greedy there on the side of Astolfo. But
oh, gets a counter.
Shield, yeah, nobody's winning Vorpal anytime soon. Oh, goes for the low. That is fuzzyable, and there's an audio cue for 6-6C.
Another overhead.
Yeah, not even going for, you know, like that really potent Nanase mix-up where you put the fireball beforehand, and you do have to guess a little bit between 6-6B and 6-6C.
No, he's just going for the raw overhead.
Alright, Knockdown has the back tech.
Oh.
5B just didn't block.
Is that enough? It is.
Yeah, spends the bar just to guarantee it, and this is set point here for Astolfo. asianbro needs to fight back. Oh, no punish.
Team Guadalajara really looking in a good spot right now.
Yeah, but early grid break here. Eltnum in the corner, drops the combo, so isn't going to have that enhanced bullet pressure in the corner. And against grid broken opponents, that's exactly where Eltnum wants to be.
Another tech.
And again, just that DP on throw tech, you know, -8 if your throw gets teched in this game. A lot of people, you know, dash up with 5B or maybe 2A or something like that. DP definitely an option to just say, hey, you know, we're still playing the game out here.
Another guard thrust coming out.
Yeah, and honestly, guard thrust when you have Vorpal is an option I want to see a lot more players start using.
People forget the mechanic, actually, though.
a lot of people do, honestly.
I even forget myself.
Waits gets the crosscut DP. Meter on the side of Eltnum. Shouldn't quite be dead off this. Doesn't have Vorpal. Nice challenge with the 5A. You're -8 there, my guy.
Another overhead.
Yeah, just not dealing with any of the 6-6 pressure here from Nanase. Should win this cycle though. BDP, that was probably a fireball.
That definitely probably was a misinput.
Yeah, that mistake's gonna cost them. asianbro tying things up. Final round.
Trying to get that 2C pickup.
Oh, doesn't quite get the punish in time. Nice break on the throat. This cycle should be Nanase's.
It is.
Alright,
playing really patient here.
Nice block on the low, but yeah, whenever people are doing shenanigans like that, you just gotta run forward. There's no reason for you to still be there.
Nanase has a lot of net play shenanigans he's getting away with right now.
Nice pickup though off that counter hit 5cc. Oh, but Nanase with a big counter hit of their own.
Big damage coming out.
Nice, drops the combo to win Vorpal, but immediately goes for a force function, costing them grid and losing them the cycle. A little bit of odd decision making there from Astolfo. Alright, gunshot CS just goes with that assault JC.
Astolfo not down yet.
12 bullets in the corner, tries to bait out VO.
Ooh. And is that it?
Should be it. Drops notwithstanding. Empty the clip, and that's asianbro taking out Astolfo and giving Team San Diego another lead.
It's been really even so far. They're just knocking each other out after knockout.
Yeah, it's been pretty back and forth thus far. Definitely what you want to see from, you know, both of these teams. Some good uni coming out thus far. You can, you know, kind of feel everyone getting a bit more comfortable with the, you know, with the tournament environment and that.
Now who do you send out against Eltnum?
Okay, so looking at who we have left on the side of Team Guadalajara, we've got 2 Akatskis, 2 Batistas, and a Yuzu.
So they're more suited for long range in this matchup so far.
Honestly, I think you send in an Akatsuki here, just because if Team San Diego afterwards hard counter picks with like Wagner or Waldstein, It could be rough. And it is PRK Jason, so it is a Batista coming out.
Interesting. They're saying, hey, it's our turn to let us play the VAC game.
Yeah, and given the fact that they have 2 Batista players, the matchup spread is pretty good against the remaining players on Team San Diego, so not a bad pick to go for. We'll see how it works out.
They're definitely saving that Akatsuki for something more troublesome.
Yeah. Of course, Asian Bros Eltnum only with 1 more life, so if PRK Jason can come through, get the quick victory, it's all tied up again, even Stevens, and we're just back to some good old Uni. But here we go. Speaking of PR Jason, Divido. What brought them into Uni? You know, previously they looked at, some Uni on YouTube, saw some stuff. January 2019, they were browsing the Steam store with their buddies and said, hey, look, we're going to play this game, and they loved it. As you know, I'm sure most of which did.
Everyone at least fell in love with Uni at some point.
Exactly. What are their hobbies? You know, they like playing fighting games, going to locals, and they like drinking adult beverages with their pals.
Cracking open a cold one with the boys.
Exactly. Fan of 80s stuff, sci-fi, robots, aliens, magical beans, Zelda, hell yeah, and beer. I mean, you can't not be a fan of beer in these games.
Definitely have some good sake along with some Uni too. Get your Weeb on.
How do they get their name? PRK stands for their local, El Parking, and their name's Jason, so pretty easy thus far. They wanted a challenge. You know, Batista can be a pretty challenging character if you're not used to, charges and negative edges and things like that. He's a robot, has fly. Bet they'd be a fan of Magneto and Doctor Doom in UMVC 3 if they ever play that. No subs, just pure VAT, and a big fan of the ba-ba-ba-ba, that force function coming through from Batista.
It's great voice acting work, I'll tell you that.
Alright, so Batista Eltnum. Of course, Eltnum's main long-range poke tool in getting counter-hit Ricochet. Not going to be a factor, because Batista can't be counter-hit.
And I think it's going to be a tougher matchup for Eltnum here.
We'll see. I think a lot of it, especially at this level, just comes down to, matchup knowledge, experience, how comfortable you are. But you don't. Jason already playing, a lot more aggressive style of Batista than
he already wants the gem pressure.
Yeah. That being said, bled out a lot of grid. Nice break on the yellow throw. Batista still with CS. Ooh, that was probably supposed to be a flash kick instead of a 5A.
Oh, whiffs the gun.
Alright, and you see already they're playing a little bit further back, but man, gunshot CS hit from there? Probably got the extended nerf box on 5B.
Oh, good read.
Alright, nice break, but Elton still with Vorpal here.
Big drop.
Just presses, doesn't even care. Alright, flash kicks through the pressure. One straight hit can kill Eltnum, and it will.
This is definitely look like they're going to even it out here, once again.
Yeah, and Asian Bro 1 round away from, falling out of this tournament. PRK Jason, of course, with 2 lives on their side.
Get back into the corner, you.
Solid counter poke, though. PRK Jason's been pretty good at, identifying when
to apply his pressure.
Trying to repressure, yeah. And just checking those dashes. Big 2C has the meter to convert. No, they opt for CS instead. Nice dash up.
He really wants to lock that in the corner, but keeps getting outpoked.
Oh, tick throw a 5-8? Yeah, you're worried about Batista pushing you into the gem there, not as concerned about throw.
Ooh.
Yes, off the laser, but Ricochet's still in play.
Is this enough?
Has the meter to cash out. Might need to spend another bar.
Yeah, there it is.
Finishes it off with a cutting sank. Asian Bro back on the board. That being said, though, VAT with a lot of meter can be plus for a long time.
Definitely. He can definitely play the long range game if he really wants to right here.
Yeah, and I've noticed these Batista players haven't been, playing around Vorpal as much. They've, just been content to bleed out grid and take the chip in the lockdown.
Oh, catches him with another cheeky B drill.
Alright, just want the corner carry. Has to respect CS on the side of AsianBro though.
Oh.
Throws the empty jump instead.
Get Justin. Oh, into the corner.
Yeah, and Full Resources not catching out on that cutting sync A dive backdash cancel under. Leaves Elton so plus in the corner. Surprised to not see AsianBro just go for the meter dump when he has that much vorpal. Oh, gunshot CS.
Oh. Is it enough though?
If they can convert into IWX, it'll be pretty easy. IW might not kill. Yeah, they needed the extra damage from IWX.
And Asian
gunshot with the fireball rather, and that's PRK Jason taking out AsianBro.
And back to it being even.
Yeah, unfortunate that AsianBro didn't quite, calculate how much damage they needed. They had all of the resources. There's kind of no point not going into an IWX confirm if you think that IW is going to kill. Just guarantee, you get that extra 200 or so damage.
But that was just a miscalculation.
Yeah, and you saw Batista living just with that pixel and just the fireball catching the gunshot before it came through. Down to the wire, but PRK Jason coming out on top and with all of his lives intact as well.
Now, who on their side can deal with their two VATs?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Obviously, I feel like Wagner has a pretty good matchup against Batista, and it is the Wagner that's gonna come in. Especially, until you get to, the high level where you have people like Redblade and Foxov playing. In my opinion, Wagner actually wins against Batista, so long as you're willing to play patient, just delete fireballs and take installs instead of trying to force too hard and play patiently.
Definitely try to get some shield bashes in to close the gap. They really want to play in Batista's face. Just try and not let her do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, and let's learn a little bit more about our Wagner player from the side of San Diego. No quote, just 3 dots. What brought him to the game? The game was popular and they wanted to play it, so now they're here. Fan of fighting games, wrestling, and anime. They like reading manga, listening to Linkin Park both ironically and unironically. It's pretty good music. It's good music.
It is good music.
Alright, how do they get their tag? In MK versus DC, Batman has a move called Sneakybatarang, and it is pretty funny. I will agree with you there. Why did you choose your main character? Wagner does in fact have some damn good normals. Speaking of good normals, 66C, their favorite. Man, the number of times I've caught like Ori players trying to just, play footsies with her walk speed and you just catch them out with installed 66C, feels so good.
And especially since it's a big combo starter, gets good damage, you just eat a lot.
Yeah, 10 frame long reaching low, really solid tool for Wagner. Probably not going to be as much of a factor in this matchup, but you might see it later on.
We definitely might see 1 or 2 if they're really trying to catch something out.
Yeah, Batista usually likes to play a bit more in the air or out of crouch.
But we'll see how Wagner can keep her locked down, because that's the biggest thing in this matchup, is just trying to keep that locked down and not let her play the game.
Yeah, it's pretty polarizing if you lose your patience as Wagner. If you lose your patience, it's just over. But if you're willing to, play patiently and, win Vorpal and use things like 236 BCS to whiff punish grounded laser, sword car, even 214C with the projectile invulnerability can go through lasers and fireballs and whiff punish Batista from pretty far away. Not a super stable combo starter, but definitely something to keep in the back of your head.
Alright, already trying to close the gap, playing already patient. Gets the shield dash.
Yeah, Wagner force function, deleting fireballs on frame 3. Really solid option in any zoning matchup. Got a little bit antsy. Batista 2C, pretty big. Gotta respect the range.
Wagner definitely just respecting the Batista right now. Not really going.
And the counter poke with 5B. Has the corner if they want it. Yep, goes for the side swap.
Flash kick coming out.
Tries to get a little cheeky with that meaty overhead with that Assault JC. Batista flash kick deals with that pretty well.
Ooh, caught up at the gem.
Yeah, was a little bit ambiguous on what Batista was doing in that spot post CS, so not surprising that they got hit. Yeah,
In game one.
That far 5C, I think, from Batista, catching Wagner out of the air.
Ooh.
And that right there is a pretty good option to deal with Batista grounded laser, the jump delayed air assault. Oh, the run under, catching the forward tech. It always works the first time. Alright, both buffs on deck. Tries to catch a guard thrust, but armors through it. That is not a spot to guard thrust against this character.
That shield bash, man, it goes through everything.
Yeah, it has guard point from frame 7 onwards if you have shield bash and do that increased force function. Got the shield and the punish with the 5B. Sneakybatarang playing super well in this matchup.
Definitely knows his stuff about that. But can they keep him alive for the second bat, though?
Yeah, force functions through the fireball. Smart flash kick, getting through the gap in 6C. Throw just leaves him back in the corner. Left him standing up, the 2C.
Drops.
Enough with the drop, just resets into another throw.
All these net play drops just coming out.
Yeah, and it's just that, that kind of more solid practiced style from PRK Jason, dealing with, the net play drops, understanding, it's fine, I'm still in a decent spot here. Not too much to worry about.
And you need that mentality as a net play player.
Exactly. But, Sneakybatarang showing a lot of good understanding of how to play this matchup, just losing their patience in 1 or 2 spots. We'll see if they can bring it back or if Team Guadalajara is going to go up a full player. Alright, catches him with a 6-6C at round start.
Yep, I knew it was going to come out eventually.
It's definitely a risk against Batista, though. Not as not as useful as like for example the Elton matchup, using it to call out round start gunshot.
Is this going to be the perfect? Gets the install.
Both buffs with Vorpal. Yeah, just a whiff punish on the 5C. A little bit too far. Wagner will just have Vorpal, but does lose it a little bit after she gets up.
Oh, barely
runs into the BDP. Assault JC. A little bit late on the confirm, though. Regardless, Sneakybatarang coming out on top in that round.
Can he take this round to even it back out?
Oh, no whiff punish on the flash kick. The X drill gives him a corner carry.
Cheeky B drill.
Batista's in the first game, but can't block them all. Invincible DPs through. Nice counter poke. Anytime Batista sets a gem like that, there is a gap for you to poke out with. Then Wagner 2B, really far-reaching low.
Oh, try to push him back into the corner.
Yeah, guard point got him through the fireball. He was still plus in that situation, but just didn't opt for it. And really good reactions on understanding when they can counter poke Batista gem set. Opts for both installs.
Ooh, no!
Hard thrust again. PRK
Can't
Jack,
do that.
He's been consistently, both of those times, just blocked 2 things guard thrust.
And he's getting those guard thrust callouts on the shield bash, which is really good for him.
I don't even think it's a callout as much as, doing 2 lows into that charged overhead's a pretty common thing for Wagner to do in pressure, and just PRK Jason choosing the wrong times to try and guard thrust out. You're really not at very much threat against Wagner until she goes to reset pressure.
Well, will we see another guard thrust shield bash?
Yeah, maybe. Final round, final game between these two.
One of them is going home after this.
Oh, empty land 2B. It's caught him still standing. Gets a gem, tries to poke with that 6-6C, but not installed, so it doesn't have that huge range that it's infamous for.
Sneakybatarang definitely getting poked out in this match. Yeah,
PRK Jason just really playing around the range of Wagner's moves very well. You know, just standing just outside of all of Wagner's poke ranges. And this round has been pretty dominant from them thus far. Nice understanding. Yep, you can punish that uninstalled.
But he just realized, hey, I'm gonna play around Wagner's range and not really try to over-risk anything.
So Sneakybatarang, I want to see them, you know, just dash block a little bit more. You know, understand that the pace of the game is going to be a little bit slower. But that being said, 236A CS catches a whiff punish. Nice force function, dealing with the fireball as it goes through, but not a true confirm there into 6C.
Back into the corner you go.
Has a Vorpal Strip if they want it? No, they just want the installs. And that's going to cost them. CS reversal gets through. Wagner with a super easy Vorpal Strip off that Ender. Doesn't sacrifice any damage, but 236A.
No side switch.
I think they might have just been able to kill there. It was pretty tight, though. Looking for 236B in that spot there as well. Trying to call Batista out of the air. That you cannot force function through. Active for far too long. Alright, 236A CS assaults over the counter poke. We got a final round on our hands.
These players, man, they're so close together in skill gap. It's ridiculous.
Nice counter poke with the 2C. Unfortunately, a little bit too far. Just blocking it out, maintaining Vorpal.
Really
keeping
just
Vorpal control against Batista is super important. If you allow zoners to maintain control over grid, it's a really rough time for you.
Oh, spends the grid.
Yeah, but it tries to poke with that 66C against Airborne Batista. Alright, lockdown in the corner, the B drill, this should be it. No, the drop.
A lot of drops coming out. Can Batarang come back from this?
Yeah, EX Orb way too high, just completely going through, but a miss on the dash block, and that's PRK Jason coming through again, and that's another player down on the side of Team San Diego.
But again, Jason with the one heart.
Yeah, not super far down now, but these Batistas, man, they've been making it work.
Batista is a crazy character.
And I mean, now from here, you have Ori, Waldstein, Nanase, and Hilda. None of these matchups are insanely good, and it is going to be the Ori coming out from Politely on the side of Team San Diego.
I'm pretty sure they want the same idea where you can just try and get in on Batista with Divine Thrust or something like that.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the game plan is from Politely. There's a couple of different ways you can play this matchup, or you know, really it's centered around whiff punishing and things like that. But if Batista just opts to, you know, throw laser, throw ball, and things like that, you do have to start, you know, dash blocking your way in a lot more.
So it's gonna be a lot harder for Ori to work in this matchup, but we'll see how Politely tackles it.
Yeah, and speaking of Politely, let's learn a little bit more about the Ori player on the side of Team San Diego. Let's get it up for you in just a moment. Here we go. My square color is a lie. I don't know. You got purple square. You're clearly doing something right, or you're farming your friends. Both of which are understandable.
I'm the person who farms my friends.
All right, what brought them in the Eunice? You know, they took a 2-year break from fighting games, got announced at EVO, and they decided to give it a try. Here they are today. Other than fighting games, they're a fan of, you know, playing music, play guitar and drums, and you'll catch them singing in the car sometimes.
Understandable. Who doesn't?
Big fan of Epic 7. They don't watch anime too much, but they're, you know, a fan of Bunny Girl Senpai, otherwise Boneless Monogatari. Sorry about that. And they like the podcast Harmontown. Not heard of it myself, but probably pretty good. How did they come up with their name? A girl they liked in high school told them they were polite. So, you know, they put Politely, and here they are today. And a fan of harassing their cousin with Divine Thrust, giving them life. That's their favorite move, Divine Thrust CS. My local Ori is a fan of that as well. Will commonly just backdash twice and then charge Divine Thrust CS, and I'm like, just learn to play neutral, man.
What's a neutral, am I right?
Well, it's weird, because like Ori's neutral is really, really good. But Ori players they just want to Divine Thrust CS and 6B, man.
Yeah, well, Some people just don't want to play neutral. They just want to do their gimmicks and see if it works out for them.
Alright, they play a little bit of Eltonum and Vat, so they should be somewhat familiar with the tools that Batista's going to come and bring to this matchup. PRK Jason, of course, only with 1 life left. You only need to win 1 first to 1, and then things are back evened up, but Jason's been playing super solidly thus far.
I don't think it'll be a sweep, though. I think Politely has the tools to deal with Jason and get him out of here. But they still have 1 more Vat on the other side.
Indeed, so here we go. Aurier versus Batista. Jason with only 1 life remaining. Politely is Ori. Coming in full.
Already catches him out.
Yeah, tried to show that round start Divine Thrust. And a lot of throws coming out from Jason.
Yeah, a lot of throws. Gets the corner carry.
Oh, just steals the corner. Yeah, you gotta watch out for those.
Politely not.
Dash block. Oh,
And
TRM off that. Maybe a late 3 BOS? I'm not sure.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I'm not sure what you would be often selecting in that situation.
Oh, gets drop.
Man, just a little bit of spaghetti on both sides, but you know, Jason's still in the advantage both in meter and in life, but not for long with Ori getting a hit in the corner and another one. Oh, a little bit late on that 5A confirmed. That's a net play drop if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, that's a net play drop. Ori net play is woo.
Alright, CS, yeah, it gets the punish. 2A on the gem set.
No combo.
Yeah, but sees the 2C coming out, just EX flash kick, wants the space, wants the damage. Alright, 2-2C, you can't...
Oh.
Guard thrust in that spot is actually really sketchy unless it's right at the very end of 2-2C.
Oh, I catch. Oh, got him with a Divine Thrust CS.
It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Oh, crouch shield.
Keeps getting whiff punished.
Everything just coming up Jason thus far in this final round in game number 1. Ori, though, with CS.
There it is again.
CS, the J2C catches the 2-8. Nice flash kick through the 6B. Yeah, Jason's been ready to react to standing overheads with that flash kick from Batista.
But Politely really trying to get in some way.
Oh, just checks the dash with the 5A, but unfortunate drops again. Drops on all the sides, man. The nerf's coming back in for Jason. Maybe the delay's a little bit different. They've been playing pretty solidly thus far.
Most likely the...
Oh, you gotta tech those. That's not real.
Politely almost might win the cycle.
Good shield, but is that gonna be enough with the cash out?
No, it is not. Ooh.
Oh, the jump EX laser. Yeah, had to spend the second bar, and that's PRK Jason. Definitely getting their footing again and bringing Politely down. If it stays like this, Politely is gonna have to politely get out of the crew battle.
Definitely Team Guadalajara looking a lot stronger right now compared to San Diego.
Yeah, just kind of nerves coming through on the players from San Diego, and just the Jason's Batista has come out on top in those crucial final exchanges.
But they really need to make something happen if they want to try and win this crew battle.
Yeah, especially with the characters that they have left. Like, unless the Akatsukis from Guadalajara drop the ball, if Politely goes down here, it's going to be definitely an uphill battle for Team San Diego.
Especially with a Waldstein.
Oh, 2-8 tries to reset into the 6B, but holding up forward out of it.
Tries to get a cheeky force function.
Yeah, trying to air-to-air an anti-air Ori is really, really tricky. Alright, 2-2C. Just hold the pressure.
Ooh.
Tried to press, has the meter to extend. Alright, Politely on the board.
Definitely feeling a lot stronger, more confident.
Man, just reversal Divine Thrust. interesting just wake up crouch shield. Alright, Batista just with the pressure continuing on.
Politely.
Saw a green shield, but didn't quite get the throw in time.
Is this enough?
Could be enough with the bar.
And there it is.
Alright, final round here. Small meter advantage for Ore, but man, just hard call out on the force function escape. And Ori's been looking to, you know, Abare out with Divine Thrust a little bit too much. Batista's just been putting hitboxes out.
She really wants to catch Ori.
And this thus far has been a Batista round if I've ever seen one. Catches the jump out with the late hitbox on the gem. This has been all PRK Jason. CS finish it off with a perfect.
Team San Diego in a rough spot right now.
And we'll see if this we'll see if this ends up being relevant, but we've just been informed that Derviman, the other Batista player for the side of Team Guadalajara, will not be able to make it. So they do have a substitute available. We'll see if that substitute comes in or not, or if San Diego just ends up crumbling to the Batista monster that is PRK Jason.
This gives me very Vietnam flashbacks from the
like,
last crew battle.
And you're so far behind in this situation as Team San Diego. And who do you have left? You have Hilda, Nanase, and Waldstein.
But we did
that. I mean, the matchup spread against who's left, especially with a Yuzu still on the side of Team Guadalajara. It's gonna be rough, especially like Waldstein obviously can make things happen if he wants, but
it's very difficult.
And a lot of bad matchups for Waldstein left.
But we did see
Guadalajara.
We did see how stuff will pull some magic against a bat earlier.
Yeah, we'll see if anybody else has it in them, but it's starting to look a little grim for San Diego. And PRK Jason has made this final first to one that he has last so long and gets so much value out of it. Definitely my MVP thus far of this crew battle.
Yeah, he is really trying to get down to the wire here. But we'll see if anyone can take him down before we get to that.
So, I mean, Hilda, Nanase, or Waldstein? Alright, and we've got a special announcement from our stream producer and one of the men who make this all possible. Please welcome Elemental.
Hello, everybody. First of all, thank you guys so much for coming in. This project has been a very long introduction ever since Road to Evo, if some of you guys have watched those. And so we kept getting better and better at making a quality production for entertainment just for you folks at home. And yeah, it's net play, but I wanted to create like a spirit of team fight and camaraderie, something that you could be excited for to watch and all that stuff. So there is one thing that I do want to introduce. If you are or have been a fan of our projects, we decided to create a Patreon page. And so basically what it is that if you wanted to help chip in for better quality productions and whatnot, this can help with everything. But what's going on here is that this would allow you to be part of our credit scene, which you will be seeing at the end of this show. There's a lot of involvement, and it also means that you as our Patreon can be involved with our future project. So we can also go into other games. It doesn't have to be Under Night, but it can also be under any other fighting game that we can touch upon. But as long as we have support, and that's why I'm asking for everyone here who is watching today, if you can, help support, and if you want to be involved, I think that this is the best way. But there's also other ways to gather support as well. So you can always get, bring people to show the Twitch, or show and do everything. So anyways, back to our show.
Yeah, thank you, Elemental, for that. And as you guys can see, there is a lot of work that goes into, putting these productions on. Definitely, not something that we can just whip up really quickly. So any support that you can offer is much appreciated.
And we would love any support you guys can give to Elemental here, who makes this all possible.
But back into our wonderful crew battle. Again, it's recapping for you. Team San Diego is down to their final 3 players. Their captain, Hoku's Hilda, Meganacon's Nanase, and Sampai's Waldstein. And the story of this crew battle thus far has been PRK Jassen's Batista just really running a train on this team from San Diego. They still have their captain, Zentix Zakatsuki, of course PRK Jassen, who you'll continue to see now, Julio Crivera's Yuzu, Lord of Sakatsuki, and unfortunately Deverman is not able to make it, so they do have a sub in the back, but we'll see if that even matters, given the
context.
Crew battle thus far. It might not even come down to that.
It seems like whenever these crew battles happen, just a VAT always goes on a sweeping spree.
There's always someone who comes out really big.
And these VATs are just crazy, man. No one can shut down these VATs. Every time I see it,
Nepley Batista is a very scary thing. And these aren't even the crazy online Batistas too.
No, it's just
as soon as there's a West Coast crew battle and Drunk Suika hops in here, man, it's over.
Definitely. VATs are just running the floor with any of these crew battles, but let's see if they can get past the net play VAT with their last 3 remaining players.
Yeah, and it's actually going to be Meganacon's Nanase coming in, the fan of Fuck It J2C. So what brought them into Unist? They played EL.
Wrong character.
Nothing else was interested with that. So here they are. They're playing Uni. Fan of karaoke. Sometimes they play Pokemon and study Japanese.
Pokemon is definitely a good game.
And their message to you is that if you haven't seen any of the Kara no Kyokai movies, you should probably change that. I have not seen any of them myself, so I'll have to add that to my list of things to watch. How they came up with their tag? They're really into glasses. They want to change it, but they think it's too late. It's never too late for a rebrand.
No, it's never too late.
And why do they play Nanase? None of the characters, offered them the same degree of movement and freedom as Nanase does. And especially with the buffs coming into clear, that's getting accentuated even more.
She's also got the plant sign, so I thought it'd be funny.
I don't know, man. I really like Nanase's aesthetic. She's got the combat boots and just that zoomer attitude just on her phone after.
She's not my cup of tea, but I can see why people definitely like her.
Don't play any subs, not a fan of any of the other characters, but we'll see if the GOAT J2C comes out to deal with PRK Jassen's Batista. Definitely a tool that can catch Batista in the air, but we'll see.
Alstofa was definitely tossing a lot of J2Cs earlier.
Yeah, we'll see if they can navigate the zoning and get in to dispense some honest mids.
I'm just wondering what you do at this point. Like, it seems so rough for Team San Diego to really get past of that.
I mean, it's easy. You just win. And if you just keep winning, then you win. There's nothing else to it.
Just block, Forehead. That's all you need to do. Just block and hit them. They've
been doing a lot of losing, and that's going to stop. Yo, Knots?
It's sub-in. Not sub-in, but it's not Knots. I can tell you that.
Okay, so they're just chilling at Knots' place, playing on their account.
Yep.
This is in fact Meganacon.
With the right color.
He just stole the account, but
No, Knots has 2 accounts, so it's alright.
Alright, so here we go. The Nanase theme has already been loaded up. We're going to park. Here we go.
Always need that Nanase theme power up. The Nanase players thrive on that.
And I mean, given the opponent in front of them, they might need it. PRK Jassen's Batista has been extremely solid thus far.
And he's still sitting on 1 life, so if they can get him out.
Oh, an early grid break. Yeah, caught a green shield from pretty far away off that fireball. Rough spot to be in. Trying to counterpoke with that 2C, but just all Batista already. Again, the poke out with 2C gets blown up by the assault.
Jason really playing around these pokes. Oh.
And the B drill. Man, this is a Batista round if I've ever seen it.
It's just been constant Batista rounds.
And continues to control Vorpal. Some bad shields. Catches the jump with the explosion of the gem.
That was a really good assault right there. Holy hell.
Well,
what a conversion.
It's looking like the VAT show again. Just round start 660.
the VAT show. He really is. It really is just the Batista show. He's just flexing all over on Team San Diego right now.
Alright, but here we go. Nanase finally getting something going. Has control of the Vorpal. Just gets a knockdown. Oh, one more. Nice reset with that second 6-6B.
Get into the corner, you. Flash kick. Big punish.
Yeah, shouldn't quite be enough to kill, but one more hit will do it. I guess the knockdown. CS catches a throw tech, but no punish.
Oh, into the corner.
Yeah, interesting. Caught them pressing out of something. That 214C is plus for Nanase. Got to deal with something else. Good shields on the EX Fireball. Gotta get the conversion. These trades are gonna work out, but PRK Jason getting some momentum again.
It's just one life.
With VO, they didn't quite get the they didn't quite have enough meter to finish it off with the IWX after.
Oh, got him with the wind car.
Yeah, the tornado just catching Batista out of the air. Megan Akon alive.
Can he do it? Match point. Oh, not an...
Yeah, a little late on the whiff punish there. Big counter hit, but a little too far away for Batista to capitalize off fully. Megan Akon's shielding is going to get him blown up at some point, too.
Yeah. Back to the VAT show. Gets out of the corner.
Oh, no tech on the yellow throw either. Batista continuing to maintain Vorpal control as well. Just off for the second laser. Who can stop this man?
He still has one more life. He's... Oh.
Oh, bad shield.
You gotta love the Batista show.
Yeah, man. First to one online Batista is something else.
Are we gonna get the 5-0 sweep here, or no, 6-0? Jason has been in. No.
I think it'll be 5.
Okay.
4 is alright.
Yeah, 4-0 sweep on Jason so far. Can he bring it to 5-0?
Well, we'll see what Megan Akon's response was. It's really just been, you know, a lot of nerves, a lot of net play drops. Nice counter poke though, catches the start of the ball. Check on the dash though from Batista.
Mega really doesn't know how to get in on this right now.
Yeah, Tornado's gonna trade.
He's just really trying his best to find an opening.
Yeah, just PRK Jason whiff punishing float. He just seems very comfortable in every matchup that's been put in front of him. All right, finally a break on the yellow throw. Just throws him back out of the dash though. That's the classic. Oh, no punish.
Oh, try to go for wind car there.
Dash out again. Spends all his bar, but you take the momentum. He only needs one more round. Honestly, like notice the option to close it out right there.
And they just have Wald after this. I don't know if Wald can go on the sweep, but...
Yeah, it's Wald and Hilda. It's going to be hard from here if Megan Akon can't get something going. Just being down this many people.
It's definitely rough.
And you see Megan Akon, like, not trying to dash block out of anything, just content to block in the corner, but unfortunately blocking will not win you the game. You do have to press at some point, and a good press gives Megan Akon a knockdown in the corner here.
Flash kick.
Yeah, not a safe jump setup.
But it's not looking good for Mega right now.
Okay, plus frames off laser, goes back into 6-6-E. Nice press. Signs of life here for Megan Akon.
Mega really need to put in all the work right he can. Ooh! Oh!
Catches the up back.
Is that enough?
As the bar to spend, not quite. High ball, not going to be too big of a factor.
Definitely wants something.
Oh, got a green shield, but again a good break. And just the B drill
The
afterwards.
cheeky B drill again.
We've said it before and we'll say it again. Who can stop this man?
And Team
San Diego
Sandy,
in shambles against this Batista.
and they just have a Waldstein. That's
Well, they still have the captain as well, Hoku's Hilda, but it's Hilda and Waldstein versus the world.
Can this Waldstein do it?
It's gonna be tough. They still have Julio Rivera's Yuzu in the back as well, plus both Akatsuki players and the mysterious sub.
It's gonna be a lot of work if they can make it happen.
It's looking for dire, and it is the Waldstein. Sampai hopping in. We'll see. We'll see if Fake Steve's prediction in the chat of Waldstein making this happen will come true.
The clean 5-0 Wald sweep, we'll never know. Whew.
All right, so let's learn a little bit more about our next contender in who can defeat PRK Jason's Batista. It's Sampai's Waldstein from Team San Diego. Watch this. I mean, I'm gonna need to watch something good here.
Yeah, we definitely need to watch.
Uni, fan of the art style, the music, character design, and all that. Big community. They decided to stick around, as you know, most of us have become big fans of the Uni community.
What are your hobbies? Playing Western RPGs, Dungeons and Dragons, and hiking whenever I can. Good man.
Nice, nice. Fan of slice of life anime, black metal, and chilling with friends. Sounds like a Waldstein player.
How'd you come up with your tag name? Back in high school, my friend jokingly suggested Sampai when trying to come up with a tag, and I just kept it ever since.
Yeah, there's a lot of tags like that where it's just inside jokes between a couple of people, and it just ends up sticking. And they picked Waldstein for big meaty claws and command grabs. That's a grappler mentality if I've ever seen one. No subs, and a big fan of Wake Up EX command grab.
We better see the episode of Bang Geeks going on. Just his big meaty claws tearing through everyone.
Well, we'll see. It all comes down to, you know, Sampai's Waldstein and Hoku's Hilda to run through PRK Jason's Batista, two Akatsuki's a Yuzu, and a mysterious sub.
Ooh.
I don't
So
know
what do you do in this situation if you're Team San Diego?
I mean, we said it before. You just have to win.
just win. Hope you don't get hit and get those 720s out.
Yeah, this matchup's really rough for Waldstein as well, but we'll see if PRK Jason's Batista will, you know, play that traditional zoning game plan to just not allow Waldstein to play the game, or if they're, you know, going to continue the reasonably aggressive play that they've shown thus far.
I can tell Jason really likes playing the aggressive Batista here. He doesn't want to give any breathing room. He's also trying to play the keep out game whenever he can. But it's looking bleak, but I feel like if something can happen right now, it's probably the Waldstein that can make something happen, because he's a lesser known character within the community.
I mean, look, man, all grappler players need is one opportunity and a dream, and they can make anything happen.
Doesn't matter the speed, doesn't matter the frame data. They just need one good grapple, and they're set for life.
You get in, you 50-50 someone to death, and then just rinse and repeat. Alright, so it looks like we just have a small problem with the lobby. You know, Steam lobby is sometimes not the most reliable. So we're just going to remake the room and be back in just a moment with more of this crew battle action. But in the meantime, we can continue, you know, trying to hype up our man Sampai.
Yeah.
The hope of San Diego is on this Waldstein.
Yeah, the hope of San Diego is lying on big meaty claws right now. And I love the color he's rocking too, the purple.
Yeah, Waldstein's got a couple of good colors. Probably this one, the you know, like the two ice giant colors.
Yeah, I like using the pink one. The pink one's really good too. And
you know, this is kind of sad that, you know, San Diego's been getting run over this far, because, you know, Akatsuki always a fan favorite character to see,
And they're doing really well in the beginning. They were going trade for trade, but just once Jason came out, it's like it was just, what do you do? How do you stop him?
Yeah, it's just really all been this one Batista player with their one first to one loss. All you have to do is win 2 rounds. That's all you need to do. And
Yeah,
no one's been able to pull it off.
And he's still sitting on that one life. Like he's been hanging on a thread, but that thread has taken him so far. But it's
Again, just waiting to get this room remade for everyone. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in for our January crew battle between Team San Diego North Country and Team Anime Fighting Guadalajara.
Definitely been a show from both these 2 great teams so far. Jason really showing his dominance, but can the dream end? Can the dream end?
I mean, you know, like I was saying before, grapplers just need one opportunity in a dream. Waldstein, you know, definitely you either know the Waldstein matchup or you don't know the Waldstein matchup. And if you don't know the Waldstein matchup, it's very easy for this character to run you over.
Yeah, I definitely gonna try. I get the feeling he's just trying to get some sneaky gold throw techs in there. I feel like he's definitely gonna try his best to get some sneaky gold techs.
So yeah, it's gonna come down to whether PRK Jason overextends. I think the only way that Batista loses this is if they decide to approach.
Yeah, and knowing Jason, he probably won't. He probably wants us to stay back and chill and try not let Wald do anything. But
has shown a lot of aggression thus far. So we'll see if you know, they can kind of temper that and just play the 8-2 matchup that is Batista Waldstein.
8-2. That's Ace. Could be a Merkava player. I mean, at least Merkava.
All right, so just, you know, to get a little bit more time for our lobby to get fixed up and all that, let's talk about a couple of the other players that hopefully we'll be able to see from Team Anime Fighting Guadalajara. We've got Julio Crivera, the Yuzuriha player, and that's what brought him to Unist was Yuzu. That's been the sentiment of many a person who sees this game, sees Yuzu, and is like,
and they're like, I want to main her.
Feels really hot, plays really cool, but looks like our lobby is back up and ready to go. So it's time for Sampai versus PRK Jason.
All he needs is just one big 720 and a dream.
And again, like we can't state this enough. This one life.
One life. Just one life.
This man's been putting in work.
Who took out the first life? I forgot, but
man, it's been so long. I don't even remember.
Yeah, I know. All right, here we go.
Man,
he's Jason
so
going on. Jason
right,
going.
Oh, and this,
really
they're an anti Waldstein. They don't want to block. They just want to go in. But frame rate 4B.
Big combo coming out.
Oh, they offer the reset. No dice though, but PRK Jason hanging themselves a little bit here. This is looking like a Waldstein round.
He might finally shut down the VAT here. Oh!
Take the damage a little bit late on the conversion. That one's a little tricky. Alright, just jump back ball. And this is where you want Waldstein to be, but PRK Jason just opting to run in. Goes for the plus frames with the X laser. Catches the 236B.
Is it enough?
That's a poke out if I've ever seen one. Should still be alive here. He's got to watch the 720.
Oh,
the
cheeky.
B drill is going to be enough.
He got close. But still, he's still alive. Ooh.
Oh, big 236B. Spends the bar. Carry into the corner. Caught a shield, but didn't offer the command grab.
He gets his big buns out. Trying to get his big buns out there.
To, you know, understand how to use Waldstein's large normals to deal with Batista in the air. Body splat CS. Overhead. Oh, didn't spend the bar to confirm. Could have been the round. And you gave Jason a chance to, you know, bring it all back, and maybe that might be the end. Throw into the corner carry is immaculate. Caught a press on Wake Up from Waldstein. Alright, we're gonna get back into the match and for you guys in just a sec. We just got some small difficulties.
Yeah,
here.
tell you.
That body splat CS we were talking about again. Okay, here we go. We're back. Waldstein won that round.
We didn't see it happen.
You never know, but big old 3C catches Batista out of the air.
Really playing well over the fireballs.
Yeah, and it's just all-out aggression from Waldstein.
They are just
from Jason. No meaty.
They both are really playing in each other's faces, which is really interesting.
Over the 2B. Had a lot of bar to work with. One more hit. Block on the B drill. There's the reversal command throw.
No chain shift, so can't convert off it.
CS flash kick. No, missed the flash kick, but just ends up catching with the air button. And Jason getting away with murder, honestly.
Senpai came really close.
Got around, but needed to. Didn't quite have the Vorpal control when he needed it to close it out.
If he had CS when he had got that reversal, he definitely could have probably taken the match right there.
Yeah, and I think Jason's, you know, kind of overextending a little bit. Waldstein has been holding forward basically the entire game.
He probably needs to play a little bit more patient and pick his battles.
Yeah, because Batista can win all of the battles if she opts to. It's just a matter of, you know, actually opting into that style of play.
Oh, big.
With the 2A. Go to the corner. No, just wants to restand. Tried to reset in a command grab, but dropped the 360.
He was trying to challenge in the air.
Alright, nice press out of the gem. Alright, I want to see the corner carry here. But no, they just want the damage.
Yeah, they want big damage. Oh, there's the corner carry.
Yeah, still had the bar to cancel into EX God Press. Gotta respect CS here. Yeah, went for the meaty on the other side, but again, that CS from Batista. Meaty B drill.
Oh, you hate to see
bar.
it.
Oh, just places a gem. Should be punished. Oh, we've got a kick.
Oh.
We'll have to see what the end result of that was, but
well,
unfortunate Steam errors coming through to haunt us. We'll just have to trust the players and see who comes out on top. But it was looking like Jason was in a pretty good spot.
Definitely, but that Steam being Steam, you know.
This is the unfortunate reality of running online tournaments, is that there are a lot of things outside of your control.
And Steam just likes to say, hell nah. But it looks like they are still in the match right now.
Yeah, so it seems like it's still fine on the player side, so we'll just have to wait and see who comes out on top of this.
And we can definitely see the win counter you can see the win counter, so we know who's gonna come out on top.
I'm calling Senpai to win this.
Yeah, Senpai's Waldstein has been playing really well. But Batista just not dealing with this extreme aggression coming out of Waldstein, just jumping all over the place. And if you're not used to dealing with wild Waldstein like that, it can be pretty difficult.
Ooh, but it's just a shot in the dark right now. All of us are in the dark right now, so we don't know who's gonna come out on top.
Yeah, we just have to pray that it gets up. Did Waldstein take a game? I don't remember.
I think he took one, but
no, he couldn't have taken a game, because if he takes a game, then he wins. So this was the final match regardless. We won't be seeing these two play again. Only one of them will come out of this match that they're playing in right now.
But as far as the shot in the dark goes, it definitely seems like they are really trying their hardest right now.
Everyone in the chat with the blame game on deck. We've got blame on Harada, Sakurai, Mori. Every video game producer is responsible for this. and it's a. Unfortunately, there's not a lot. PRK Jason in the chat saying that they won.
Yep.
And that is in fact it. PRK Jason out on top 2-0. So Sampai put up a pretty good fight from what we could see, but it looks like it just wasn't enough for them to end up pulling through. And Hoku Zelda, the captain of Team San Diego, is their last hope.
A new sacrifice comes to you.
All right, so we're gonna get this room remade and all of that for you. So
Steam.
hopefully we don't get some, some Steam drops coming in.
So the Hilda player, last hope for San Diego. Can their team captain just plow through them all?
And let's just really set up and appreciate how difficult it's gonna be for this Hilda. They need to finish off PRK Jason, who's been nigh unkillable thus far. And then even after that, there's still Zentix's Akatsuki, Julio Crivera's Yuzu, Lord of Sakatsuki, and the secret sub for Team Guadalajara.
Jason really looking like Gen 1 Mewtwo out here, just sweeping everything with no counters. He got that nasty plot set up and he's just going through town. Having some more technical difficulties on our end.
All right, but it's not Julio Crivera's coming up. It is Hoku's Hilda, but perhaps the Yuzu will be able to see if Hoku's Hilda can come out on top against the monster that has been PRK Jason's Batista.
What movies, music, anime, or things do you like? Back to the Future is one of my favorite movies. I love Steins Gate. I play the games and watch the anime. Harui. I can't pronounce that.
Harui Suzumiya no Yutsu?
Yeah, is my Bible. Haha. Music, I like rock, metal, and anime music, I guess.
And their tag is their name. I mean, with a name like Julio Crivera, it's pretty good to go with.
Yeah.
Big fan of Yuzu's design. They saw the elbow and the taunts. No subs, just a fan of Yuzu and all the teleports. So, hopefully we'll be able to see the Yuzu coming out from Julio Crivera, but this Hoku Hilda is the last hope for Team San Diego.
What brought you to Eunice? I played EL casually back in the day because I loved characters and music. The EVO announcement gave me the push to play the game. Again, it's a great change of pace for me because I was always known for more crazy team games like MVC.
A fan of writing origami, building communities, and casually playing some card games. Fans of movies like The Shining and Whiplash. They like anime music, Kero Kero Bonito, FKA Twigs. Fan of Kaji and Bakano as far as anime things. And general fan of anime girls, pizza, and horror. Not a trio you commonly hear altogether.
But definitely an interesting trio. Definitely get that Quartz party going with a pizza party. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, named after an in-log's dog. Hoku is Hawaiian for star, so hopefully Hoku will be the star that, guides San Diego out of this hole that they've been dug into by PRK Jason's Batista.
He has to be the star of the show here. His name is hope his name brings him luck here soon.
Yeah, a big fan of Hilda's design overall, and we'll see if the 50-50 game and the zoning that is Hilda will be enough to bring down all of Team Guadalajara outside of Astolfo and Lion's Rage. It all comes down to this.
Still on that one singular life.
We will see if PRK Jason is the hero of the day, knocking out almost the entire team from Team San Diego.
Ooh.
All right, here we go. Potentially our final matchup here. Hoku's Hilda, PRK Jason's Batista. Let's get into it.
Immediately tries to go for the dash C.
All right, just sets up a Gloom, tries to get a bit of space, catches Bat out of the air.
Looks like he really wants to play the range game.
Good conversion off the pin, and this is where you want to be as Hilda. Controlling the game, running your game plan, getting those 50-50s going.
Running the floor with Jason right now. Definitely look like a Hilda match.
Yeah, forgot about the Gloom in the back, and this is a round for Hilda. Oh, not quite.
Not enough. Still on the Magic Pixel.
Yeah, it didn't count as ground bounces, and that OTG 5C not working out. This is a rough spot to be in. It's zoner versus zoner, but Anything
Both
can happen.
Ooh,
Oh, just the C-pin. C-pin hold to close it out. And you need this if you're Hoku. You only need one more round, and you've been playing really solid thus far. And if there's one thing that a lot of people who play this game can't deal with, it's Hilda.
Yeah, Hilda's one of the less
EX Gloom.
really trying to. He really wants to make Jason stay back right now.
All right, the aggressive play from Jason caught Hilda out of the startup with that pin. All right, we out here mashing 2A. I mean, if you're Jason here, you got to win everything. You want to see if you can bring it home for Guadalajara. Flash kick through the meaty. Vorpal on your side, but got to watch the Gloom. Goes low, and this should be it.
Oh,
Hoku. No drop, but
Jason
comes through.
finally taken down. All it took was their team captain.
So, the Batista from PRK Jason is no more. But Hoku still has 4 other people to go through in order to bring this back for Team San Diego.
And they still have 4 characters plus a mystery sub.
So we'll see. I mean, Yuzu is the obvious pick to me.
Yeah, they definitely want to play the zoning game here and try and get Hoku out of here.
There's a pretty good chance here for Hoku, though. Like, Akatsuki versus Hilda is so rough for Akatsuki.
But at the same time, like, that matchup is like a double-edged sword. If Akatsuki can get in, it's rough for Hilda, but if Hilda keeps him out, it's rough for Akatsuki.
All right, and our cries have been answered. It is in fact the Yuzu from Julio Crivera. So we've talked about them a little bit before. Big fan of the Yuzu teleports. Came here for Yuzu, stayed for Yuzu, will be here for Yuzu.
And that's completely understandable. Yuzu is probably the best girl in this game. Just a really sick character overall.
And I like this pick overall. Yuzu, of course, losing no matchups other than Yuzu, which of course is 6-4 for Yuzu.
But we'll see what happens. Can Hoku outzone the Yuzu?
Yeah, this is really just going to be a matchup knowledge check here. We'll see if Julio Crivera can pull it out, close things out for Team Guadalajara, or if the Hilda train just starts chugging along.
He was looking really comfortable against Jason, but he still has to tear through 8 lives.
Yeah, and both players with 2 lives on deck, so just a first to 2 between these two to decide if San Diego dies or if things carry on.
And this could take another hour or a couple
now.
minutes.
Alright, let's get into it. Hoku Hilda versus Julio Crivera Yuzu.
Oh, immediately
Right
with
off the start.
catches the teleport. But gets eaten by 2C into a big combo.
Oh, big whiff green shields. Yeah, Yuzu's gonna win this cycle even on offense.
Hoku's stuck in the corner. Oh, gets out thanks to the wall bounce.
Alright, Hilda with a knockdown, sets up the Gloom. In the back, teleport, had time to block.
Tries to get... Ooh.
Yeah, some antsy presses from Julio, and it might be just, everyone's lack of matchup knowledge against Hilda. Goes low, good block, but presses after. It's not your turn yet.
Really pressuring down the Yuzu. Oh, immediately with that counter hit.
Yeah, and Hoku's just been opting to control the match immediately and understands that, if they get to run the Hilda game plan, this sweep is very possible.
It definitely is. Oh, catches out.
Gloom, but that teleport hasn't been working out. Both times, Hoku's understood that, this is Yuzu's option here.
Oh, and we got the big CVO coming out.
Yeah, this is game 1 going to Hoku. Comeback starts now.
The captain is pissed off. He lost all the crew members, and now he wants his booty back.
This captain is not going down with the ship without a fight.
Yeah. It may be sinking, but he's not going down without trying to get someone out of here.
All right, we'll see if Hulu Crivera, can shift the pace of this game, because both of these characters so controlling and oppressive in the neutral if you allow them to get started.
But Hoku is really showing his dominance in terms of this matchup. Gets the counter hit pin.
Yeah, and Hulu Crivera just looks uncomfortable. The options he's choosing to try to contest Hilda, well, just a lot of whiffs in general.
Oh man.
All right, launch the Gloom, deal with the back tack, teleport on the other side.
Julio is just getting run over.
This is looking like it's the Hilda show.
Good
right,
blocking,
block on the double overhead, doesn't take his turn back, and again, that antsy teleport behind, and a perfect coming through for Hilda.
Ooh, this is not... Hoku is activating his wrath right now. He is on his rage.
Block on the pin. Okay, finally something started for Crivera. Drops the ender, but finally pressure seeks in the corner, catches Hilda standing up.
Gets out of the corner. Oh, VO off.
Yeah, nice VO. A lot of Yuzus will, take the 0 off Lotus decancel and just continue their pressure. So VO, usually a pretty good option to deal with. Unfortunately, Hoku not able to cash out into a lot. Reset. Nice VO.
Hoku really looking to take this match. Gets the tech.
And we'll see what Yuzu goes to. Maybe, teleport CS, but not even going to have the chance, and that's Hoku. The train starts now. Nobody's blocking Hilda mix on net play.
It's
not
net play.
possible.
It's net play Hilda. It's just as bad as the VAT.
We all got blown up offline. How are we supposed to block it in 4 frames?
Everyone is just getting blown up. Alright, well...
You thought the Jackson show was good. We'll see if anyone can, actually remember how to play against Hilda.
And keep in mind, Hoku is still up 2 lives. He didn't lose a single life yet. Not from Jason, not from Julio.
At this point, I want to see the Akatsuki. I want to see Lordiff come in.
But they also got the mystery.
They have the mystery player as well. But the only thing that Hilda's downside is once you get in, she actually still has some pretty good defensive options, despite what everybody says. But at least you're in a better spot than attempting to get in.
But we'll see how it goes. Are they gonna put in the Akatsuki, or are they gonna save the mystery sub?
Unless their mystery sub plays Wagner, I would want to see the Akatsuki.
Yeah, the mystery sub is too much of an unknown factor right now. Oh,
Cyber Nico Chaser Laser. Not sure who this is, but I'm sure our producer will get our the information that we need in just a moment. Chat saying it's the Nanase player, so maybe another Nanase coming through for Guadalajara. All right, Hulu Crivera in the chat confirming that it is in fact another Nanase.
All right, another Nanase. Interesting. But since we don't have any info, we're gonna go ahead and pull up D. Vermin's info.
Yeah, so this was the player who was supposed to be in this slot, but just kind of unfortunately unable to come through with this. So not another Batista. Instead, it's going to be the Nanase. This not sure how this matchup goes for Nanase. I would imagine that Hilda can kind of run her same game plan, but once Nanase gets space to use fireballs to approach, it should get a lot better.
Oh, okay.
Did they go to the wrong stage? They went to the wrong stage.
You gotta hate that. The PC build of Uni is not the best.
Man, imagine playing anime netcode in 2020.
Couldn't be me. Really couldn't be me, man. Oh no, they chose the wrong stage again.
All right, maybe 3rd time's the charm. Well, we can hope. These players don't even get a chance to play each other. They're losing the matchup at stage select.
You hate to see it happen. The fact that even the stage select is causing you trouble.
Oh, never mind. They're just gonna roll with it. Apparently, Park is good enough.
They're just gonna play with it.
I mean, it seems reasonable thus far. Not to say getting things started.
Big combo coming out. Hilla really trying to get away.
Oh, the green shield. Alright, Nanase with a knockdown. And already has looked the best against Hilda of anyone thus far. Nice VO through the 6-6C.
The mystery sub coming in strong for them. Ooh, oh, big punish on the DP.
Yeah, look to try to reverse a lot of the teleport from Hilda, but reset! Alright, knockdown with the Gloom. And actually, I hadn't considered the fact that, you know, Nanase just being able to jump force function and get into the air can navigate herself around Hilda in a lot of spots, but empty jump low off the 50-50.
There's a lot of 50-50s coming out from Hoku right now. He's really messing with those mind games right now.
Yeah, and it wasn't even a true 50-50. The Gloom wasn't there. It was just a jump in.
He's really getting inside these players' heads right now.
Charge 5C, that's as high. You gotta stand up to block that, my guy. Oh, the backdash, but presses out.
Ooh.
Oh, nice, but a little bit too high off the 5B. Nice block. Force him to spend the bar to stay plus. VO, keep your turn.
It's my turn now.
Presses while the EX Gloom is still there. Back spike.
Another Gloom again. Oh, goes for the
throw. A lot of green shields from Neko Chaser.
Gloom setup again. Gets out of it.
But isn't recognizing that Gloom's in the back, and it was looking really good for Neko Chaser at the start, but Hoku's Hilda just understanding how to deal with it.
He is running the Hilda train right now. He's got 2 more after this one, if he can really close it out.
We'll see if Neko Chaser can, you know, get some shades of that first round where they were, you know, able to jump over Hilda, play a little aggressively, but
Whew.
It's gonna come down to this. Final game for Neko Chaser potentially. Alright, catches Hilda out of the air.
Alright, big combo.
Alright, knockdown, chases the tech. Man, dive kick hitting that high, that was kind of messed up.
Another Gloom.
So gets out of the Oki. High Gloom, so doesn't have to hold it that much. Teleport.
Gets the pin.
Shields the pin.
Big damage.
This is where things get started.
Drops.
Looks just a little bit too close. Big counter hit. Nice block, but the pin after the double overhead has the meter. This should be it.
Oh
so
no, just goes
run
for
one more setup. Block on the Gloom, but jumping into the air, unblockable grounded moves from Hilda.
Hoka playing real dirty right now. Really dirty.
Alright, but counter hit sword car. Alright, getting things started with that 6-6C. You just need the momentum here if you're Neko Chaser. CS.
Oh, nice go off. Gets the Gloom corner.
Gets a setup off this. No shield, so doesn't get to take his turn back after the JCC. Nice block on the low. Veil off. A little bit of a safe spot to do it, but works out for him. Oh, catches him out of the air with the tornado. In VO, this could be the round.
Yeah, is this enough?
Yeah, that'll be enough.
Yeah, that's enough. Finally, a round taking off Hoku.
Yeah, 5.2 Neko Chaser coming alive, but they need this game.
They really need this one.
They need both. Nice whiff punish with the sword car. Alright,
ooh, overhead.
Going again. CS, probably sword car CS. No, just goes high.
Ooh.
Hilda pressed as well, and it wasn't 3B.
Hoku in a sticky spot right now. Oh.
Yeah, tried to press on the charge 5C, and Neko Chaser taking things even. 1 life apiece on both of these, and
ooh.
Team San Diego only down to 1 more life on their captain.
I think Hoku can do it though. He can He's shown us good stuff right now, but it could be the frame delay. We don't know.
Yeah, and Neko Chaser with the momentum as well. Can't be too antsy though. Still only 1 life on both of our players. If you lose this next first to 1, you're out. And if you're Hoku and you lose, it's the end of the team battle for you.
Yeah, it's the end of the team.
Alright, backdash, nice, whiff punish. Neko Chaser's understanding again how to play against Hilda. What she's gonna look for at round start, what her counter pokes are, finally a block on the overhead, but just keep the mix going.
Oh,
Shield, but jump back dive kick, such a good defensive option for Hilda.
Gloomoki. Oh,
gets hit by the low.
Nice green shielding. Oh, misses the pin.
Yeah, a little bit late on the whiff punish, but catches it out. Dive kick again. Such a good air-to-air for Hilda. Just a really all-purpose tool. Unblockable. Yeah, you can't jump back against the Gloom. It'll lock you in the air, and you get unblockable by the grounded normal.
Ooh.
Big counter hit 2C, but
not enough to cash out.
Win the cycle? No, lost the cycle again. Just mashing out that 2A. And Hoku on set point against Neko Chaser.
Ooh.
But just sword car into sword car. Neko Chaser looking for more unconventional options just to throw a different look at Hoku. Finally a throw.
Oh, gone with the VO. Another Gloom. Tries to get...
Gotta watch the pressure. Nice backdash out, but this you have to hold empty low, good block. Just reversals that with the veil off. 3 overhead, good blocks, but catches a press out from Hilda.
Really? Oh, these
overhead, no conversion. Had to convert into EX pretty quickly there. That's not a whip punish, unfortunately. And Hilda with a chance to get things going again. Backdash, nice, gets out of the Gloom.
Teleports. Oh, shielded the pin.
Yeah, that shield on the pin has been the death of Neko Chaser in a couple of these rounds. Nice block. Unfortunately, no grid broken, no shield available to take back your turn. Good jump.
Oh!
Back spike on the 5B.
Not enough, though. It's down to the line.
Oh, pin.
Oh, drops it.
Drops CS. Good block. Gotta watch the back spike. Here's the Gloom. Here's the jump.
Ooh.
Oh, that was cheeky as hell. And Hoku eliminating another member of Team Guadalajara.
Hoku just has to tear through 2 Akatsuki.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Yeah, that was 2.
So now your other look is gone with the second Nanase. So now it's down to 2 Akatsukis, and this matchup sucks.
But on whose end, though? That's...
Oh, it's so bad for Akatsuki.
But at the same time, if Akatsuki can get in, it sucks for Hilda, but it's gonna be rough.
Importantly as well, Hoku only on 1 life, so if the Akatsuki players can, just even get, kind of fortunate in how a couple of rounds go, it could be enough, but it will be Lord of Sakatsuki coming up next.
But if Hoku gets
as the team captain, will be the last pick.
But if Hoku gets comfortable here, he can definitely wipe these 2 Akatsukis.
Yeah, gets the same matchup back to back, so it has time to get a little bit more comfortable.
But he's also on 1 life, so he can't be too comfortable.
And the opening story was PRK Jason's Batista just running a train, but the real story of this has been nobody knowing how to play against Hilda.
And now she's running the train all over them now.
Yeah, strong Hilda is so difficult to deal with if you're not versed enough in the matchup. But here is Lord of Sakatsuki. No quote, just a quiet man. And what brought them to uni? Well, they started playing fighting games, specifically Street Fighter V about 1.5 years ago. And wanted to, they saw Eunice at EVO and they decided to give it a try.
Seems like the story for everyone. What are your hobbies? Playing fighting games and watch anime.
Yeah, pretty common hobbies for people in the uni scene in particular. They don't watch many movies and they like a bunch of music, except like country. Not a lot of people fans of country, but understandable.
How did you come up with your tag name? Lord for the first letters of my full name, and Def because I used to have an old phone with a keyboard, and I saw that number 3 said Def, so I used it. Interesting.
Nice, yeah, kind of throwback to did you ever have to text people on T9?
I had an old Samsung flip phone, so I kind of know what he's talking about.
Yeah. I remember those days. Character. They tried Yuzu and it was too hard, so they opted for someone simpler. A very common story in the uni scene.
Very common story. I was one of those players too. I'm not gonna lie. I saw Yuzu.
No subs, but a fan of just 2A.
Really loving that bro fist.
The move that gets everything started for Akatsuki, and we'll see if they can get in range to press 2A and run the train on Hilda. Maybe a little bit of foreshadowing in the animation. All the animations have been against Hilda. We'll see if anyone can carry those through to success.
Oh, trying to get the
final 2 on the side of Team Guadalajara.
Got the blood drain again going for the final power up.
All right, and remember, Hoku's Hilda only has 1 more life, so you get 2 rounds together in the same game, you win the crew battle. It's just that simple.
But she has to tear through 4 rounds for the rest of this. But he's been doing a good job so far.
We'll see how it goes. Some nice patient dash blocking. What I like to see against Hilda.
Another pin. Not many people know how to deal with that overhead pin.
Yeah, no shield, so doesn't get to take his turn back. Gloom on the other side wasn't 100% sure.
Another pin. Ooh. These pins are just catching everyone out.
Nice 2A, but tried to reset into a throw. Good block on 5C.
Akatsuki. Ugh.
Back spike, here's the mix. Nice guard thrust. Gets himself out of there.
Really doing his best.
This is why this matchup is so hard for Akatsuki. You can't use Fireball as a neutral tool. Hilda outzones you at all points. You just have to block, not get hit, and find spots like that where, Hilda overextends a little bit. Nice parry as well. Any damage you can get here as Akatsuki is extremely valuable.
But no, big combo coming out from Hoku.
Yeah, Droppa just resets there to pick it up. Vorpal on their side as well. Doesn't even need it. We'll see if Lordef can make it happen. They've definitely been playing this matchup probably the best out of everyone thus far, with the exception of the secret Nanase that came in.
Oh, gets the Bitatsu.
Misses the confirm though.
Good VO. Back to zoning.
You saw Lordef kind of bait out the VO, but just got a little bit antsy afterwards, and that delayed VO ended up working for Hoku. Nice dash block.
Ooh. Get him with a Jake. Get him into the corner.
Alright, back spike. He has the block, but again, you gotta be able to react to pin if you want to be able to beat Hilda.
Oh!
The Gloom in the back, but at least gets an odd enough hit that can't deal with it.
Tried to anti-air there.
Oh man, just catching her from so far away, and that's Lordef down to their last life. And Zentek, if you're Zentix in the back,
you're just looking.
You gotta be a little worried.
Yeah, you just gotta be looking at this. I'm like, oh, I have to deal with this. Here we go again. He must be a little bit worried just looking at this right now.
Yeah, and information in the chat. Nobody in Mexico plays Hilda, so it's not looking good for Team Guadalajara. Hilda is a matchup knowledge character.
But it seems like San Diego didn't know the VAT matchup, but
I mean, if your captain can run it all the way back, you can take some losses.
But it's not looking good for Team Guadalajara.
Yeah, just drop the combo, concentrate to win the Vorpal cycle. Lordef's been playing this matchup reasonably well, but it's just so hard for Akatsuki.
I can't believe he's...
Alright, so we do have some secret info on Zentix if it comes down to that, but Lordef rather, finally getting something started, but again,
but not enough.
VO that Hilda players love.
Into the overhead.
Alright, knockdown. Set the Gloom, where are we going?
Where are we going?
Set the Gloom, shoot the other way, maybe expecting a forward check from Akatsuki to try to maintain that aggressive position.
Hoku really...
Fireball not a tool in this matchup.
You really try all you can to get in, especially on Akatsuki. Oh, he tried right there.
Yeah, usually EX Fireball a tool you can use in that spacing, but not against Hilda. Alright, Fireball CS, but just teleport out. One more pin. That's going to do it. Drops notwithstanding. And Hoku bringing us to, you know, the fight of the captains. It was looking pretty grim at the beginning, but this Hilda has run it all the way back.
Definitely the MVPs of this are definitely Hoku and Jason. Definitely, but but it really depends on which team wins this today.
Yeah, and it all comes down to Zentix, the last hope, the captain of Team Guadalajara. And we have some secret info in the chat that Zentix actually won a 1st to 10 against Untold Melody, who is another Hilda player who got where did he place at Frosty? I think he got 3rd at Frosty, losing in losers finals to JCT. So a very strong Hilda player, and coming out winning a 1st to 10 against that, it's going to be very clear that Zentix should know how to play this matchup.
And Hoku is down 1 life, so Zentix definitely has the advantage right here.
Yeah, we'll see if we can, you know, get some info about Zentix here for you, or if they're just going to get into the match before we have time to do that. But it's all going to come down to this one last Akatsuki.
All right.
Here they are. Here's Zentix.
What brought you into Unis? One day I was looking for more info about French bread, and then I found Unio, but at the time it was not easy for me to get it for PS3, so I waited and I started playing Unis when it got released on PC.
Likes reading books, specifically detective novels, JPRGs, and retro games. Big fan of Edgar Wright movies. Not a big fan of superhero movies. They like power metal and background music from some video game composers. Their tag, they don't entirely remember, but it's something to do with a media group in Michigan that had the same name. They love Undergod characters, and Akatsuki definitely is the people's champ there. A big fan of parry, and we'll see if that parry comes out in this matchup. Against Hilda, it's a pretty good tool. Lets you, close a little bit more space, but it's gonna come down to if that 1st to 10 victory against Untold Melody is enough Hilda experience to, bring it out on this, little bit more stressful stage.
But he has the advantage here, so he can definitely make it happen.
Yeah, is up 1 life, so does have 1 1st to 1 to kind of get data before they need to close it out. But against Hilda, you really don't want to let things get down to the wire.
And I'm pretty sure he's going to do all in his power he can to not make that happen. I'm pretty sure he wants to close this out as fast as he can, but Hoku is looking strong. He's only lost 1 life so far, but we're about to get into it.
Yeah, Zentix in the lobby. Both of our players here. 1 game of Hilda versus 2 games of Akatsuki.
Who's gonna take all the marbles? Who's gonna go home? Who's gonna go home? And just Hoku repping San Diego versus Team and Zentix repping Mexico. One of these players is gonna have a good story for their hometown or home country or whatever.
All right, so here we go. Our final matchup, captain on captain. It's come down to this, the final set of our January crew battle. Let's get into it. All right, so you can see a lot of dash blocking, which is Akatsuki's main thing. Oh, and a shield on the pin.
Yeah,
so many people.
And he's still struggling.
This matchup's hard. Reset? Yeah.
Oh, almost got the Bitatsu. Gets the overhead.
Getting something started.
Oh, Bitatsu reset.
Yeah, drop on the confirm, but ends up working out. Drop on the combo again. A VO from Hilda. You know she's going to do it. Oh, this should be enough in VO. Cash out. Doesn't even need to spend the bar. Zentix with some meter to work with, but
yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bitatsu in that spot, not an option that Akatsuki can go to with the Gloom in the back.
Another pin. These pins have just been the death of everyone, man.
Yeah, Hoku dropping his combo early, wins him back to Vorpal Cycle. Nice block on C5C. Gotta watch the Gloom.
Looking really good for Hoku right now.
Empty low, good blocks, but again, the pin.
The pin. Is this enough? No, it is not.
One more mix-up CS. Looks for maybe a parry, empty low, good block. If you're not shielding back spike, then you've just got to block a hell of a lot more. The comeback extremely real here for the captain on the side of Team San Diego.
And we are down to the final game of the crew battle. Jason put up a sweep on San Diego, and Hoku just pulled the Uno reverse card and just said, "No, you."
Alright, here we go. The final game.
Final game, here we
All
go.
you need is 2 rounds.
Who is going to be the one to take those 2 rounds?
I mean, just given how that last match went, it's looking pretty favored here for Hoku. Zentix has to change up a lot if he wants to come through, specifically blocking that pin.
Team Mexico has really need a lab against Hilda now. Oh my goodness.
You can't be that content to block against this character. You need to find your way out. Looks for a shield, but I see 5C isn't overhead.
Gets the 5A.
Situation resets. Spend the bar, make the setup real. Where are we going? Double overhead. 3, but doesn't get the shield on 5CC. Doesn't get a chance to take his turn back. Yeah, CS on the Gloom. You gotta hold it. There's the pin.
The pin. Set point.
Crew battle point here for Hoku.
Oh, he finally
blocked
blocked
it.
it.
On the pin.
Oh, not again.
Team Guadalajara in shambles on the back of Hoku's Hilda.
Oh.
There's such dominance. Looks for the reset, but smartly backtacks.
Almost got a hit in.
Yeah, the best Zentix's been able to get is just a trade.
Oh, is this it?
No, he's going to lose the cycle, so he can't close it out here.
Gets the...
There's the pin. He's got the meter. This should be Hoku's victory. No drops withstanding.
And
with the meter.
He got...
Hoku with the insane 5 back-to-back sweeps. Only losing 1 game. Only had 2 games to lose. Only dropped the 1. And congratulations to Team San Diego. Losing the entire crew battle pretty damn hard until it got to the captain, and it was all Hoku putting the team on his back and carrying them to victory over Team Guadalajara.
Guadalajara really got comfortable on Jason trying to close it out. They really got comfortable on Jason. What a crew battle. What a battle.
All right,
some quick interview, and then we'll be back.
Quick interview with Hoku, the captain of Team San Diego, our victor here today.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
Is Hoku here?
Toxic, bro.
No, he's not in here.
He's not here.
He's not in here yet.
We gotta wait for Kev.
Well, how do you guys feel?
Well, Kevin carries us. No.
Kevin carries us. Yeah, that's it. I could have played in there, Richie. Goddamn.
I feel he's like probably walking around his little house right now.
Yeah.
Any thought process on the plan here?
Oh, was there a plan? I think our plan was just to not lose.
Yeah.
And then we couldn't go through
is this like a player interview?
Yeah.
I was wondering why I was hearing echoes. I had to pause the stream.
Right.
The plan was for Mega Nikon to put his pocket Wagner.
The plan, unironically, was to kill Batistas and then win with the net play Waldstein.
But that didn't go out.
We got mopped by the Batista.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Jason's really good though.
Yeah, no, Jason.
Jason
was, I'm stealing some stuff from Jason.
Well.
Let's fucking
bro, there's a 7 now? Bro, did you just say Jim?
3, dog.
There's the captain.
We're on stream, dog.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was hype. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm Mexican, so.
Wait, what? I said I'm Mexican.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I was just too chocked up on adrenaline.
All right. So, as the captain, what did you have any thought process?
I figured like our team is very weak on Batista. I realized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You-
B-Drill definitely put in that work.
You guys made a lot of plans prior to this, didn't you?
Yeah, we were banking on certain players to do like a little more damage. We didn't expect Jason to like be as good as he was.
Hmm. Do you guys have any anything you'd like to say?
Oh yeah,
to-
definitely support Elemental on his Patreon. He put in a lot of work.
Oh well,
Did
besides
a lot of
that,
great work for the community.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely support that Patreon.
Yo,
they
these
do good
events
work.
are always sick. I just want to say the production quality is always amazing. I love the player cards. I love the icons. Everything, dude.
Yeah, this is definitely like the production value,
Production
you know, the
is-
community needs.
Key.
Sorry about that pop off. I was just a little hype on myself.
I mean, you did come back from a 5-player gauntlet there.
Yeah.
So,
I love all the Mexican players. I love
what
Jason
was your- what-
especially, you know,
what was your mind going through that you have to see 5 players going through here?
I knew that 2 of them were Akatsuki's, and I'm pretty comfortable with that matchup.
Hmm.
The only one that I was kind of afraid of was the mystery card, the mystery player. You know, we didn't know. Apparently, Batista wasn't able to make it.
Yep.
And he took 1 game off me, and I was like, okay, this is done. You know, I can't really come back from this.
He's
'Cause
got one.
he plays radically different from Lorenzo, and he's like the Nanase I usually play.
Mm-hmm.
And
Lorenzo being
once
the
he,
guy.
yeah, once he took the game off me, I was kind of like disheartened. Like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. You know, a lot of people are putting pressure on me. You know, my friend Golm, you know, didn't believe in me. But I
He's
always
out here in the chat, dude.
Yeah, I always gotta prove him wrong, dog. Always gotta prove him wrong.
Well, congratulations, and we're gonna show you guys your winning card.
Sick.
Very.
Ooh, my heart's still racing.
I mean,
This guy's ego is gonna be so next month, Kevin's not gonna stop talking. Bro.
Dude, he earned it. We're all free. No, you guys are all free.
Yeah, we're all.
And Hoku's OD.
I'm finna learn Batista right now.
Sorry about that pop-up again. I didn't know we were on stream. I love all the
that's
Mexican
all right.
players. One day I'm gonna go to their events.
Oh,
That's the wrong card.
that's the wrong card. Ah!
Oh,
Ah!
God.
It's the wrong card. Oh
What
no.
happened?
Wait,
I'm
did we
watching the
lose?
stream.
we actually lost apparently.
To be fair, Wald looks like he's popping up.
Oh, no, Walt looks like he's going in.
It's like I'm giving.
Oh, now he's really
Hey,
good.
hey.
There we
Walt looks
go.
the same,
That
bro.
still says
Oh, let me join the stream real quick. I have it closed, so I didn't want it to lag.
Why does it say winner team AFGDL?
Because that stands for the A in San
Diego.
Diego, and then the F and G in fighting game,
A free group
and then the DL in community.
But shout outs to Jason, man. That dude's mad cool. I talked to him a little bit.
That guy's good. Fuck.
Yeah, dude, Jason.
You fucked me up.
Really good.
All right. Oh, wait a minute.
Y'all.
Oh, yeah,
This
yeah, the little
this
team
this
names kinda
card
spell.
is Did I even pull the wrong one? It's SDNC, isn't it? Oh,
It
it's
should
not.
be.
It's not
It
popping
says-
up.
Yeah,
That's
the text
why.
under team is wrong.
Oh well. Anyways, here's the credit. I'm gonna change the image on the background while we're at it.
Credits?
Oh
Man's
my
not for his stream.
goodness.
Yeah, we got the credits back there.
That's it.
This production is
Hey, look,
actually mind
Yeah,
blowing.
like I'll definitely like once I get like my new job. I'll
And-
definitely start recording.
Thank you politely for being our first Patreon. We couldn't get that animated. We had some issues, but we'll promise you the next one.
Hey, Matt's the real winner. Yeah, Matt's the
Dang,
real
I
winner.
didn't know my character was
GG's,
even.
man.
Take my $3 a month, dude.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Zentex.
All right.
For sure.
Oh, sorry guys for the secondary issue there. There's a lot of issues running this program, and it's like it's not giving me what I want, which is kind of annoying, but it's alright. That's why everything is a work in progress. SNDC winner 2 is beat it, but it's not giving me that image. Oh, it is the right one. But why is it? Zintex, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Hey, welcome. Thank you for joining in. Although there's a weird mic background, but it's all right. How'd you guys feel? How did your team felt about this match?
Well, first of all, MVP Jason, he really shined in this crew battle. I didn't expect him to be a lot helpful in this crew, and I didn't expect to be myself to ending like this. What can I say? Well, I feel like I was not in my game. I don't like to make excuses, but I would like to have a rematch with Haku in later.
Okay, that's great. Did you guys have any plan coming into this?
Well, first of all, we are AFGDL, that is Anime Fighters Guadalajara. We are a team of anime fighter lovers. We play on the stream each week. We play Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, Unist, and many other games. We really like games from Arxis.
Nice. How many players? Well, now that we know that we have the PC player team, we are also getting ready for your PS4 team, correct?
Yeah, exactly. We have also another team where our true better players are in that team. In that team, we will have Neko Chaser and Julio Rivera playing too.
To be on the PS4?
Yeah.
Alright. So, just so you guys know, I don't know if we have a team to play against PS4, but that is the next February match. If you guys are interested in challenging AFGDL, sorry, I can't pronounce the whole thing.
No problem.
Then let me know, hit me up, and we'll get this started as soon as we can.
Yeah, we will like to see any kind of new matches in our crew. We really like to play these games. Also, we have some interesting players like Kusanagi, who was an excellent player in Evo when Multivote was a main game.
So just so you guys know, since this is going to be on PS4, we are considering switching to Uniclear, but we'll let the team decide to be what's more comfortable, Uniclear or Unist. But that would be the last one before we get into March.
Okay.
And with that, thank you so much, and we're gonna go back to the casters.
Okay, see ya.
You. They left.
Welcome back, everyone.
And
Yeah,
we're back.
So thank you everyone for tuning in. Congratulations to our victors, Team San Diego, on the back of an insane 5-game run from Hilda.
2 5-game runs on Jason's side as well. Congrats to him as well.
And with that, you guys have any last message?
Yeah, just want to thank Elemental again. I love doing these events for him. The production value is always really good. I'm sure a couple of you recognize my voice from a bunch of the other events I've done.
Yeah.
Again, please, if you like what you see, support the man on Patreon. We can make these a little bit more common with your support.
Definitely. And if you want to find me or EFGC Dad, you can follow us on Twitter. And I'm also a streamer, so if you want to find me on Twitch, you can. I love streaming this game as well. Shameless plug, but
That's all right. And with that said, thank you guys so much for playing, and we'll see you next month.